That's tough. That smell thing is the only issue I have with fishing. Is when someone throws up and I'm already smelling fish.
With
I'm
fishing?
liable. When we went deep sea fishing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The smell of fish.
okay.
Smell of fish? No, I'm fine.
Oh.
But if I'm already on a boat, deep sea, it's rocking.
Right.
There's fish here. The smell of all that, and I see somebody throw up.
Oh.
Now I see that go down. Now it's all a
I'ma follow
combination
suit.
effect.
I'm glad I didn't throw up on that
I ended
trip.
up throwing up because of that. I was inside
So, literally-
chilling.
Yeah.
Somebody came right beside me and was like, grabbed a barf bag. I was like, you about to throw up? He was like, yeah.
Yo,
Like he was
We
like
went-
this close.
How
Really?
many people were? Our group was kind of deep.
It was like 8 of us.
Yeah,
Eight.
it was like eight.
Yeah.
8 people we went deep sea fishing with.
yeah, that's somebody getting
Nigga.
sick.
Half the crew.
Yeah,
it was
some-
at least
Yeah.
half of them threw up.
Yeah.
At least half of them threw up.
Yeah.
And I was close. But I took a nap.
Yeah. Wait, so
On the
y'all
boat.
are seasick?
No,
Basically-
that was the first time I've ever been seasick. See, I've never been seasick, and I've been on plenty of like boats,
Right.
you
Likewise.
know, lakes, ponds, whatever, cruises,
Yeah.
ferries. I've done all the I've pretty much done every boat, and I've never been seasick, so I wasn't worried about it at all.
Yeah.
But deep sea fishing is nothing like that.
It's different, yeah.
It's
different.
completely different. Like
Different game.
The
yeah,
combination.
it's complete because it's like
Variable.
the
terrible.
boat rocks so
Right.
much
because
like,
of where you have to be to fish.
because of
to
where
catch
you
the
even
fish,
have to
yeah.
go. Because the guy, bro, the
Atlantic
captain,
Ocean, my nigga.
yeah, the captain was like, his speech he gave before we set sail was so gangster. He was like, "We're going into the Atlantic Ocean." He was like, "Things can be variable or very terrible. Things can go from variable to very terrible very quickly."
Yeah. He's
I
like,
was
this
like-
is not a lake. This is not a pond.
Yeah, like he made it it's clear. He needed to
You
like
will die.
remind niggas like,
Yeah.
"This is not a lake. This is not a pond. We're going into the Atlantic Ocean."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
dang.
and mind you, and then it was kind of drizzling too.
Damn sure it was. Like you said.
And we're like,
So
bro,
you're
it was-
getting stormy seas.
yes,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
So it was like, because we
Oh,
went
man.
60 miles out.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like 60 miles out, I
the
think.
water. Yeah, a lot of times you do.
But
go, you go-
literally the whole, and this is
Yeah.
it was a fairly sized, it was a pretty big boat still, but it was like,
yeah.
like,
Motherfucker was moving, man.
bruh, it was moving
Motherfucker
crazy.
was moving.
Yeah.
And then, because like the first
I'd do it
hour
again,
and a
though.
half, yeah, I'd do it again. Like the first hour and a half, you're literally just going to the furthest point, and then for the rest of the day, you're tracking back to the coast.
Okay.
So the first part of the boat ride is the longest because it's just straight 60, and then you're going back and stopping at fishing points on the way back to the coast.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, nigga, that shit was fucking real. Like,
Yeah.
so I was definitely getting seasick. And then I was like, niggas are throwing up everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
all
left and
around,
right, bro. I
like,
saw it
all
happen like
around
3
you.
times before it happened to me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's
People were
crazy.
throwing up all over the place. Like, and then I was just like, fuck that. I'm not throwing up. And then, like, right when I felt like I was going to, I was like, I'm just going to lay down. I took a nap. I was probably asleep for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Woke up and I was like, all right, I'm good now. But yeah, it was getting, I got close though. I got close.
Oh man. Yeah. That's.
I've never been in that situation. Yeah.
It's supposedly it's something about watching the horizon line or something in it. It is something.
I don't know. For me, it was just the people throwing up around me.
Yeah.
If it was watching
That's
the
all I
horizon-
remember.
I heard that's
If
how
it
you
was-
prevent it. Like
if it-
if you watch the horizon, that's what makes you seasick. Or
Really?
something like that. Yeah.
Really?
That makes sense, but at
Or
the
maybe
same
it's the other
time,
way
that
around,
boat
maybe.
was moving so fucking much that I wouldn't been able to keep up with the horizon line
That's
anyway.
true. That's true.
Because the shit was moving so damn much. So that's probably what makes you throw up.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
Trying to
like,
chase
nigga,
it.
that boat was bouncing. Nigga. And then even when we would stop at our fishing points, it was like, it'd be like,
He's bobbing in place.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
like
unsteady. the whole
crazy
time.
rocking, crazy. That's why it's like, bro, and it's like the captain and his sons that were like manning the boat. Bro, these niggas' legs were fucking
Calves
iron.
look crazy.
Calves, thighs, like,
Oh, because they have to be like.
yeah, like having your boat legs, like,
Stabilized.
there's a
you know?
base level of strength all sailors are gonna have, like that
Just
you
from the
can't
type of work you gotta
that you
do.
can't compete with, like country strength because they're like farmers and shit.
Compact muscles.
Yeah, just like
Right.
you could just see them. We're swaying and shit, holding on to shit. They're just standing, not holding on to anything. Just
Not even moving.
Yeah, they just they just gotten used to.
Yeah, just rocks.
Do you think
Yeah.
that's why Popeye they made his arms and legs look that
for
way?
sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It could be.
Yeah, he has
I
like
don't.
sailor.
All sailors are strong as fuck.
Yeah. They
do
there's no
seem that
way.
way.
Yeah, there's no way
gotta
you can
be.
be. Yeah, you can't be a weak sailor. Like
Yeah.
just maintaining your balance is a consistent workout the entire day.
Right.
Yeah.
Just being up on that deck, and then on top of that, you're fucking pulling rope, fishing, lifting cages and shit like that. So yeah,
It's hard work.
It's straight physical. But do
Make
you
a lot of
remember
money.
when we worked at Panera? It was a guy that used to work the lobby, and he had a girlfriend, that black dude. He kind of seemed homeless, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Tree.
Tree, that's what his name
Tree?
was.
Yeah.
His name was Tree.
He seemed homeless.
That nigga was the funniest nigga in there. I don't
he
care
was,
what nobody
he was,
said,
he
bro.
was funny as hell.
Funniest nigga in
But
there.
he came on. He had like homeless nigga vibes, but he was working with us.
Yeah.
He said his name is Tree.
Yeah.
There you go by it.
Yeah, I think it was just
Short for something.
It was
Yeah.
short for something,
okay,
but like
yeah.
his nickname Tree.
Yeah.
Everybody called him that.
Okay.
But I remember he left to go to Alaska to do. He left to go move to Alaska to be a crab fisherman.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's that type of dude, man. He like
Yeah.
that type of stuff. And he hit the lotto while at Panera. But he didn't hit like a lot of bread. He hit like 18 bands.
Which is a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
But like Alaska, that's where they do the snow crab fishing and all that. They've had TV shows about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like
Like on
fishing.
TLC
That
and
water is
shit.
crazy.
That water is insane.
Yeah, that's
but
really-
like a lot of people will like pick up their lives and move to Alaska and be crab fishermen for a year or two because like so many, first of all, it's hard. So many of these companies will pay for you to like relocate. And like on day one, you're making like $40 an hour. And you're getting like 60 hours a week. They might even have room and board for you type shit. Like, so it's like you can go out there and make $120,000 a year, $150,000 a year, like with no education, just if you can keep up with the work type shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I remember he was like talking to me one time and he was like, I'm about to go to Alaska. He was like, fuck this shit. Like,
Damn, I didn't know he did that though.
yeah, that's where he left. Him and his
Sweet.
girl, they both left. He was
Yeah.
like, I'm
Alaska.
applying. Yeah.
Damn.
Because it was one of those programs or one of them companies.
They used to argue and shit, but they held each other down, boy.
Yeah,
They used to argue a lot.
They had
Yeah.
homeless vibes. And it's like, like homeless niggas always have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's
that's
like,
true. A
and then
companion.
bro. It's like they
Make all
really,
the incels be like,
they really had homeless people vibes, but they had jobs.
Yeah, they was working.
Yeah,
Getting
they
it
was
done.
working.
They was
Yeah.
doing what they had to. They were actually doing what most people who get down on their luck, I wish, did. People who weren't like, just nigga, take the bus to work, do what you got to do, and make it happen.
Yeah, they were
was
a
rocking.
team. They
Yeah,
were
they
a
was
team.
rocking.
You were a unit.
Yeah, for sure, bro. They took the bus every day. They worked the same place. They both worked full time. Everything over there at the Panera. That Panera is gone at Crabtree.
Yep. I went in there like a few months ago.
Yeah, I was over there. Yeah,
okay.
it's
I haven't
not
been to
even-
Crabtree in a
What?
while.
They don't close Paneras like that.
I know, which is
Not a
kind of
thing.
crazy. Which mean I don't know what that means.
Just
Yeah,
probably
I
the
know.
mall decision. Wasn't bringing enough. Just
yeah,
something to the mall.
Because I feel like that mall is busy, man.
It's always busy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
and
always-
Paneras don't fail.
I know.
Like,
I
you know what I'm saying? So
No,
it's
for real.
weird. So it's got to be some mall shit like they push them out
I think so.
because that's weird that a Panera at a Crabtree would close.
Yeah. Maybe to put something else in its place.
Nothing
Not
yet.
yet.
Nothing yet. It's just empty space right now. So, and I don't know. I mean, I felt like that Panera had been there for at least 10, 20 years.
It was there for a minute.
Yeah, it was
Like
there
a
for a
long
little
time.
bit, I will say. It was kind of in a weird spot, though.
Kind of, but not
Right
really.
at the end.
Yeah.
But it was right under the food court too.
And it was right at the entrance too. So technically it wasn't that bad.
In the mall.
Yeah, it wasn't bad because there's also that they have like a restaurant
Yep.
across
Right
the
across
hall,
from it.
and then there's a stairwell right there next to the Panera that goes
goes
right into the food court.
Into the middle of the food court.
So it's like,
It was in a perfect spot.
yeah, it wasn't in a crazy spot at all.
I feel like half your employees or your customers would just be mall employees going to work in the
Oh
morning.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Oh,
pretty
sure.
much meet everybody that works at
Yeah.
the mall.
Right.
You start to know niggas that work at all the stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you work at one of the food places or the food court,
Mm-hmm.
like when I worked at Foot Locker at Triangle, you don't really know that many people. You just meet the people that like
It's just customers.
are in the food court,
Right.
and then every so often. But it was like it's not like the watering hole, like.
Right.
But like when you're at a food place at the fucking mall, yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
know the entire mall
That's
staff after a couple months. You're
That's a
like
fact.
everybody's face is you recognize them. You
Right.
go out and you're like, oh okay, I've seen you before. You work at Crabtree? Yeah, okay, that's where I seen you.
Man,
Type shit.
Cary Mall, like that's not there anymore, right?
That's
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah, it's
but I
gone.
remember I always used to go there, and I always used to kill the Sparrow pizza.
I fucked with the Sparrow Pizza over there at the mall.
Man,
it was good.
They do
Yeah.
have good pizza.
Yo,
Always.
The
say
only
that
thing-
shit again. Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Sparrow, like
Sparrow?
the bird.
Sparrow,
So
Sparrow.
Yeah.
it's like the bird.
Oh,
It's
you
how
never
supposed to
seen
say
it?
it.
Sparrow.
Yeah.
Sparrow.
No, I know it, but I've never been able to say it right. So it's like,
Yeah, I think it's
I
Sparrow.
see
Yeah,
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, my fault.
But yeah, I used to fuck with that pizza all the time.
Every time I went to the mall.
The only thing about like that pizza spot is like Their pizza is good, but they be taxing for that shit. It'd be expensive. Yeah, it'd be
I
kind
can't
of.
even remember.
I can't tell you the last time I've been there.
Like just every time I bought pizza at a mall, it's like $5 a slice on some shit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be $5 a slice.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
always
Maybe I just
expensive.
never realized.
Yeah, because it's like whatever. You know, you're at the mall.
Yeah.
Right.
This is my lunch or whatever.
This sauce used to get in my teeth though. Yeah, like little sauce slices. It used to
Yeah,
get in my teeth.
I used to
don't know.
always get the. It was like the calzone pizza
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
with the
those were the best
breading on
thing I had.
top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what
best.
I used to always get. I would get like one regular slice and a calzone pizza or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they be taxing for them slices because I guess who really buys a whole pizza in the mall?
Nobody does. So they're nickel and
that's why they
diming the
have
fuck
to.
out of you on
They're
those
nickel and
shits.
dime
Yeah.
salesmen. Yeah, I guess that's what that is.
Yep.
They got to get it how they can.
But fuck it, let's open this up.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. Money.
Welcome
Welcome,
to the 3-0 podcast. We even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane and Petty.
And your boy Jeff.
And White Man is on the boards.
It's made his transition to the 3-0 podcast.
You're right.
White
Yeah.
man.
Might as well keep it consistent.
I just thought it was funny, like when I didn't get
You
it.
didn't know? And then you
Right.
said-
I was like, wait, what?
Oh man, there was
Yeah,
a
but it
comment
was funny.
when Lauren was wearing his drug dealer jacket. He like got on camera for a second.
Yeah.
Man, there was a nigga in the comments that was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "He's black." Like this whole time, bro.
I can't wait to see what
That
it'll
shit
be
was
like.
hilarious.
And that's why it was funny because I'm like, bro, who did you think was on the homeroom cover? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That shit was hilarious.
a lot of them watch only on YouTube. They're not listening to the audio.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I can't wait to like once you do like a live. Yeah, bless you. Once you do a live show, you know, you come out.
Oh yeah, and they're really like, "What the fuck?" You know what
Like,
I'm
oh,
saying?
it wasn't a joke.
You're gonna be like,
Yeah, so it's like just a running joke that like,
Yeah.
because even the new people like they're still not gonna know.
Nah,
the
they're
day
not.
ones know. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
that's how you'll know. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's how you know who's been around the longest.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
if somebody new is like, "What the fuck? You're black?"
I'd be like, oh, a
gonna be
newbie.
the test.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
gonna be
newbie over here.
Yep. But
Yeah.
I think we'll start with Dave Chappelle. We went to go see Dave Chappelle.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Start with that
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Yeah.
Dave
that shit's
Chappelle.
funny,
We
man.
went to go see the tour. So let's just talk about getting into the arena.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Fucking hell.
I didn't realize it was gonna be shut down like that.
I didn't realize it was gonna be that bad, even though I should have known that. But it was like
Security. You mean in terms of security?
no, in
Traffic.
terms of the traffic,
The
just
traffic.
trying to get
Just
to
trying
the
to get
building.
there, bro.
Like once you were able to park and walk, it was all that was smooth
Yeah,
sailing. It was
yeah.
literally. I sat in traffic for an hour and a half.
Oh,
A mile from the spot.
Why am I acting
Just
like
to
I
get
didn't
a
know
mile
that?
from
A
the
mile
spot.
from the spot.
It's right. It's down the street from my house. I don't know why I didn't know. I was in that traffic. Didn't even go to the show.
Trying to go, just trying to go
Trying to go
home.
home. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that on the road too. I was like, this is what people talk about. Why they hate when certain performers come
Yo, Dave shut it down from like
when
three
they live
sides.
nearby. Yeah.
Yeah.
It like fucks up their whole
Yeah.
ecosystem for a minute.
Yep.
And that's the thing too. It's like we lived off of Blue Ridge, which is also near
The fair.
PNC
The fair, yeah.
and the fair. We never dealt with traffic that
Not
bad.
like that.
I know.
Never that bad.
Not like
Like
that,
the fair, okay, NC State would have a home game. It'd be like, but it would really just be like Blue Ridge. We can catch it from Western Boulevard and
Right.
avoid all that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
Like there was always an out somewhere, you know? Like if you were a local, you knew the out. But that shit was crazy, nigga. Like I sat in traffic for an hour and a half. There was 3 openers and then Dave. I got there for the last 15 to 20 minutes of Donnell Rawlings set. So I completely missed the first 2 openers.
I know I missed it all together. I'm jealous
Yeah,
that you got to see that.
because you said you came in.
As soon as they were introducing Dave, we were sitting
Oh
down.
shit.
Oh,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
Donnell
Yeah.
Rawlings, based on the 20 minutes I saw,
I know he's a legend, bro. I know.
Donnell was man.
it wasn't that funny.
Oh, wasn't that funny?
Those 20 minutes that I saw, I was like,
No way, bro.
I just didn't think it was that funny.
I've
Yeah.
heard amazing things about his sets.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
like usually
too.
funny to
But
me.
I was like,
He looked like he gonna be funny too, because he like the only one I watch on the
bro,
Breakfast
I
Club
don't
and all
know
that
if
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know if I should have been there for the beginning to catch the jokes at the
that
end.
might have been
yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
But
might
I'm
have been
just
it.
like, I don't know, man. I'm like, we're watching and we're also getting food, but like the way they had the PNC arena set up, it was like it was a 360 all the way around. The stage was a square.
Yeah.
But no matter where you sat, you had good seats because they also had a big ass cube in the middle.
Absolutely.
That was like these huge ass TV screens and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, even when we went to the bar, on the level that we were at, there was a bar where we were in the arena still. So like, I was able to hear clearly and see clearly.
Okay.
So I'm watching his set, focused and ordering at the same time. I just wasn't really laughing.
Yeah, I think it has to be, you know, like what they were saying, like maybe just seeing the whole thing, you know? Like
Yeah,
you,
so
you
I'm
come
like-
into the middle of a movie, like you're not gonna
Yeah,
understand.
so I don't know. I was like, maybe I missed something. I don't know. But then so one of our Homeroom University classmates hit me and was like giving me his review of the show because
Oh,
he was
he
there
saw the
too.
whole thing?
And he was like, Donnell was underwhelming as hell. I
Oh,
was like,
okay, so maybe
I was like, oh shit. So I might not have, like,
Yeah,
maybe you might be.
I
onto
only
something.
saw the last 15, 20 minutes, so I can't judge harshly, but he saw
he
the whole
can.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20
he
minutes
was-
is a good chunk of
20
a set,
minutes is
though.
a good set. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it is.
Like,
to get a good, like if you can't at least get one laugh in 20 minutes.
True.
yeah,
True.
yeah. I
Because
had,
even then, you should have room to be still adding new jokes. Like
Yeah,
it shouldn't
because-
all be tied in.
that's the beginning of a whole
Yeah.
new 15-minute segment.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that just wasn't hitting for me at
Okay.
all. I don't know. It
Yeah.
was weird, but that's only one person too. But it's like he said what I was thinking, but I couldn't judge it either because I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't know. It was just weird. But
Do y'all like? Because I never really saw him as like. I mean, he is a comedian, but it's just like I never thought of him being like up there with Dave or anything. Like,
yeah, me too. No,
it's just
I'm
like,
with you
he
on
was
that.
great in sketches.
Right.
He's great in interviews and stuff like that. His personality is just like very magnetic and he
Right,
can be
right,
naturally
exactly.
funny. I don't know like how he is.
But I'm
with,
not
like,
thinking Donnell Rollins in town. Let's hit
a
that up.
like a
Or
whole
just
stand-up
yeah, I'm the same way too.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
think I agree,
like
but
yeah, I'm the same exact way. So
Like,
I
you could
feel
be
you
a
on
funny
that.
guy, but that doesn't mean you could be a comedian.
Yeah, or a good stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was a little
Yeah.
strange on the Dave thing, and then also the classmate Quentin, he was like the DJ was trash, which I can't agree with that. The DJ was kind of trash because the
damn,
DJ
how
was
DJ
like
trash.
the DJ was like hyping us up, but it was like nigga the playlist. I was like, whose playlist is this? Because Dave's music scores are always better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
he's playing
his
some Public Enemy or something.
You know what I'm
Some
saying? Like-
90s, like straight up hip hop.
Or it might be some
Or
new
R&B.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, a lot of
Like,
times
like
it's some
Dave
new
is
shit,
it's new. You know, it's not always old school
Is it?
hip hop.
Is it?
Yeah, like even when you watch his
No,
specials.
you're right. Yeah, that's true.
You know,
it was modern because he came out to DMX. For
you know when
the-
you watch his stand-up
the older
specials, the end
bro.
credits, the intro music, it might be Kendrick Lamar,
Right.
might be you know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah,
like,
but it's still in that realm of like, you know, like what you would like consider like he's
Conscious?
like, is it trap music he's playing? It's not usually trap music he's playing. Like if it's new stuff, it's not trap
Right.
music. That's what I mean. Like 90s stuff, like it's just in that realm. That's why I
Yeah.
don't mean like the time period. Just mean like in that type of hip hop.
yeah,
that's what I mean.
that nigga, tell me the DJ, I don't know what this nigga was playing like T.I. Bring Him Out. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
wow.
but it was like the way he would like intro the bitch too. It's like, this sucks, bro. Like,
Damn.
I know you're supposed to be hyping me up for Dave Chappelle. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, but then
Just bring him out.
Yeah, just literally just bring him out because it's like your hype up words don't match the next record that you play,
Yeah.
and that's frustrating me.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
He'd tell,
Like,
he'd tell you he had a banger for you and just
yeah,
play
shit
some
like
T.I.,
that.
some place and bring him out.
Matter of fact, Lauren, you might want to turn that AC on too.
All right.
That one, it looks like that's on over there, but that vent is unhooked. You might have to hook that vent back up.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if that's on. But
Wait, but to be fair though, wait, what's wrong with T.I.'s Bring Him Out? Did I miss something?
Yeah, I like that song.
no, I
I'm
like
not
that.
saying- I'm
I
not
like that
saying it's
song,
bad
but I'm
song
saying
either, but-
like
For the event?
for
or
the
something?
just the way it was introduced was trash.
Ah,
It was like, you know, like a DJ will hype something up or he might say something like, and then he'll say something that has you, that's supposed to go into his next record.
Yeah.
Every time he would say something, the next record he would play based off what he just said or set the precedent to,
Yeah.
never matched.
I get you saying. He wasn't reading the room or either.
At
anyway.
all,
He wasn't
at
reading
all.
the
This
crowd.
playlist was not hitting.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was
I
like
get
he
what
played
you're saying.
like 6 records, and I was like,
Yeah.
none of these are giving me they're not turning me up. And it was like, Bring Him Out is good. I'm trying to think of another one, but
Yeah, that's not the worst song, I guess.
it's not
but-
the worst song, but it was just,
Like,
it
I
was,
get what you mean, though.
it was also, he played like Nelly, like he played like a Nelly
now you're pushing
song.
it, yeah.
What
now
kind?
you're-
Which now?
but it was like on some grill shit. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say. man,
the
nah.
grill-
it's just like it's like you play Nelly, but the song you choose to play. Why are we playing grills?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you
Instead of
play Air
Country
Force
Grammar or
Ones?
something.
Yeah, or some shit like that. Why is Air Force
Okay,
One's the
yeah,
one that
yeah.
you think that is gonna get us hype right now?
Yeah.
So
It's
it
like
was,
he was playing like the right artist, but the wrong tracks.
every time. Yeah, that was the
Poor
thing.
selection.
Every time he was doing that. So
Yeah.
that shit was frustrating as hell.
Poor
But then
selection
Dave
from
comes
good
out,
artists.
and Dave comes out like a fucking boxer
Chill.
because he's in the middle of the stage is in the middle.
Yeah.
So he's like coming out with security. He's like dapping niggas up. And all I keep saying to myself as he's coming out, nigga.
What is that?
I'm
Yo,
like,
the
I was
condensation.
like,
Chill.
I said, God, I hope he's smoking a cigarette as soon as he gets on stage. That's all I was saying
Yeah.
to myself. Came on stage, cigarette lit, nigga.
You can't
It
tell
was-
him no.
It was up, nigga. It was
Yeah.
up, bro. Like from start to finish. Well, you can ask Lauren too, because this is the thing. The event was so good. The set was so good, and everything was so good. I don't even remember that many jokes. I
Yeah.
just remember laughing so much that there was a point I had to stop laughing because I started getting a headache. Like legit. Your mic's off here.
Yeah, it was not. It was an amazing set, bro. And the crazy thing is, I was scared because the first like 10, 15 minutes, I really wasn't laughing. For like the first 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
really?
then- yeah, for the first 10 I wasn't laughing because it wasn't like bad. It was good, but it wasn't like over the top yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nigga, once it got cracking, and it got cracking early. I say 10 minutes in for me, it got cracking.
Yeah.
It never stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was back.
It was hilarious.
to back.
And remember, like Dave Chappelle, I don't look at him as a yuck comedian anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm there for the jokes, but I'm also like there to just hear his perspective.
Yeah.
The message.
Yeah.
I just
not
want to hear him
one-liners.
talk.
Just his
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah, but his
I lost
perspective is just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
it was
understand.
like, yeah, I don't know. For me, I was literally doing so much laughing that like I had to stop because like I started getting a headache like up here because like the laugh muscles.
No, I know that. Yeah, I know
You know what I'm
mean.
talking
I know
about?
exactly what
Like,
you
because
mean.
I'm laughing so hard, I'm like, God damn, I can start to
Yeah.
feel like
Like in your temple
my
and shit.
yeah, my temple.
It is the
straining.
muscles, right? Not the.
It was the muscles.
The veins or anything, because
No,
like
no.
that happened to me one time, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
No. It was just
But
the,
die of laughter.
yeah, no, it was just the muscles. It was just like I'm laughing so much, I'm like, God, my jaw's hurting.
Yeah,
My
he's like, I
jaws.
gotta chill for a second.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
just-
say he probably had. What I was gonna say earlier was he has like the best callback game of any comedian. Like the way he does his
Oh
callbacks.
yeah.
Like it was later.
callbacks
It's
because the
insane.
set was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The callback, the first joke was getting called back an
At the
hour
end,
20
yeah,
in.
it was
Yeah.
hilarious. Like
don't
in
know
spots
how-
you didn't know what was gonna happen. There's many times throughout that whole set I didn't know what the punchline was gonna be, and when he hit the punchline, it was so out of left field. I didn't even know. I couldn't stop laughing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it was really well put together, well set up, well thought out. Like
Bro, I love
it's
how
insane, bro.
I love Cocky Dave.
Yes,
I love Cocky Dave Chappelle. That's like one of my favorite versions
Yeah, that
of
is
him.
the new Dave.
Yeah, and it's like he doesn't linger on it long, but he says one to two things every set that's like, this motherfucker knows he's that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he went somewhere. He says, see, I'm different. He said, he said something about these comedians, they want you to be laughing. They want to be laughing. They want the crowd to be laughing the whole time. He said, sometimes. Oh, no, he said comedians judge me because they think I'm lazy.
Right. Oh yeah.
Comedians judge me because they think I'm lazy because they'll work on a set in comedy clubs and shit before they go on big stages or whatever. He was like, but me, I'll go out there and do an hour set, get 4 chuckles, and be like,
Yep. That was good.
yep, that was good enough. And just go home and not try to work that shit at all. Like that shit had me rolling because in his mind he's like, all right, those 4 chuckles, I'm going the right direction. I just need to adjust some things. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
He'll try sets with 250,000 people or something.
he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck
He don't
because
care.
it's like him bomb. He never bombs in his world.
There's no
because
such thing as bombing.
There's
Yeah.
no such thing as bombing in his world because he's like, and it probably frustrates them the lazy part because they're like, nigga, we're working these jokes and changing them for 1 year before we do the recorded
Yeah, like
special.
they're trying so
He's
hard,
trying
yeah.
all his jokes one time, and then the next time he does it, it's a perfect special.
Yeah. No. But there's something. I mean, not to their point, but of being lazy and all that stuff. But I'm like, the expectation that he has is just different. I don't know what it is. I expect from other comedians, I expect something different than Dave, and I don't know what
That's
that
true.
is. You know, so if I laugh twice in his whole hour special,
That's fine.
I'm kind of like,
You're still okay with that?
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, Dave, he had like insightful
It's
shit to
because
say.
it's
Just
because
like, thank you, Dave.
Because
Yeah.
it's almost outside of it's because almost outside of perfecting stand-up comedy, he's perfected just public speaking.
Something.
I think
You know
that's
what I
really,
mean?
I
that.
think
That's-
he's just a public speaker more than
And
anything.
that's
now. He's
what
just
I think
charismatic.
a lot of comedians
Yeah.
don't have mastered. It's
Right.
like
Yeah, yeah.
they're good at comedy, so we're expecting a certain repetition of jokes,
Yeah.
or a certain pace that the joke should be coming for us to feel satisfied.
Yeah.
But because he's so good at just talking to people, explaining his thoughts, putting his thoughts into different perspectives, we don't need to laugh because it's almost he's conditioned us to think the laugh is secondary for him.
Exactly.
Almost.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like there's something subconscious in my mind where I consider him
Right.
to be like a public speaker.
Yeah.
First.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Nah, because
Yeah.
the way he ended, I won't say what he said at the end, but the way he ended the show left me sitting there like I was inspired. Like he
Yeah.
like the whole dream thing. Like, and
Oh yeah.
I was
What's-
like,
look, I was with Laura. She said, "Are you listening? He's talking to you."
yeah, exactly, bro. Like, yeah.
No, the girls
No,
with.
the girl,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The joint was crazy.
Bro,
The
that
way he
shit
left
was
it,
funny.
but, yeah.
That shit was funny. Yeah, because that was some real shit.
That was
like
some real shit.
It was dumb motivational. There was like
Yeah,
a
it
crazy
was dumb.
motivational
Dumb
part for
motivational
anybody
at the
pursuing their dreams.
Yeah.
Dumb
It was
motivational.
a
at the
crazy
end, bro.
motivational
I was
part.
like tear jerking almost.
I was like,
bro,
yeah, I was like,
like,
yeah, this is
that shit had me ready to conquer some shit.
So,
Dave-
so,
yeah,
so,
Dave
so
was
on your
out here
point
trying
of
to
like
motivate.
wanting something else out of him or getting
Yeah.
more out of him, like that was one of them
That
things.
feeling
Right.
right there.
Yeah, it
That's
was
what
like-
it was when you go to Dave.
I was like, oh shit, this nigga, he talking, bro.
Yeah,
talking.
like all I could keep saying, like when somebody would ask, like afterwards, like how was the show? I was like, all I kept saying, I'm just like, bro, it's perfect. Like I don't know, I don't know how else to say it. It was literally perfect because not only did I laugh the entire time, but when it wasn't funny, there was a crazy message. I got his perspective on everything.
Yeah.
Down.
You're just listening to him.
I'm just listening, bro. Like I'm like, bro, it's like I can listen to this nigga talk for
Forever.
7 hours
What the
straight.
fuck?
And
Like,
I think entertainment value is the most important thing, right?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, did he? So okay, so it's a matter. Okay, so if he gives you 1.5 hours of where you are entertained the entire time, like you said, you laugh, you know, you're thoughtful, you know, you're inspired, you're all these things. How can you complain? Unless you're just like some comedy purist, you're some weirdo, and you gotta
Right.
like, you have
You're
to
talking
have,
specifically about
yeah,
jokes.
You have to have
And that's
punchlines.
and that's the thing too is like I was a little worried that I was late, but I didn't give a fuck either because I was like, bro, all that money I paid was for Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
facts.
Like,
Right.
You got your
I
money's worth.
As much as I respect other comedians or whatever, and Donnell Rollins, I don't give a fuck about listening to your shit.
That's not who you came for.
I'm not. I'm here,
here
like,
for Chappelle.
like I'm here for the one person, my nigga. And as long as that part goes well, I feel like I got $200 worth of value out
No,
of
I
it. You know,
agree.
out of the
Yeah.
$120 I spent,
Yeah.
I feel like I got $200-300 worth of value out of that shit. And it was like, because it was so good, it's like people are always want to ask like, what did he talk about or shit like. But sometimes I be having a hard time remembering. Like,
Nah, facts.
I don't remember what the nigga was saying.
Yeah.
I just remember I was fucking locked in.
You
know
liked
what I'm
it when
saying?
you were there.
I liked everything, everything that I heard.
Yeah.
And then it's like when I really think hard about it, I can remember certain bits and pieces. But it's like I don't remember the setup, the punchlines, and none of that
Yeah.
shit. I just remember everything falling in line
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
too perfectly.
facts.
Yeah.
And then I remember some of the callbacks, like the Titanic shit. But like outside of that, it's like it's
Yeah.
not a whole lot. But it was
Yeah. And it's like the Titanic joke. The thing about the Titanic joke, it's not even a good joke.
No.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah.
But because of who he is,
It worked.
and because of how consistent
And-
he was so pressed on us making us believe it was funny.
Oh, really?
It became funny.
because he kept calling it back.
Because he kept
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
it back.
yeah, and the
So it's
callback,
like
yeah.
when the joke first happened, it was like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about right now?
Yeah.
But then he keeps calling it back at the most random times during the set.
Where it makes
that
sense
it's
still,
just
though.
like, bro,
But
this
it's
shit is funny
hilarious.
as fuck.
And eventually,
right?
yeah,
Right.
it makes sense. Eventually, you see it the same way he sees
The
it.
same
Right.
way he sees it, because the first time he did it, he's dying laughing to himself.
Right.
He don't give a fuck. Everybody's just like
The mic slap on his knee.
yes, yeah. Everybody else is just like her, and he's up there
Dying.
my nigga. Like this is the coldest joke I've ever had. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, was he laughing at the joke or was he laughing at the fact that y'all didn't laugh?
He was laughing at the
Because
joke.
sometimes he does that.
He
Sometimes
was
he
laughing at the joke,
was
but
laughing
then
at the
there was
joke.
also a moment when he said, "Yeah, you niggas in the South, y'all don't understand that joke."
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was about though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like that joke in particular. It was just like he's dying laughing because of all the instances like he's like replaying that in his mind type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Okay.
so he's having the time of his life with his own built-in inside joke that he hasn't even told anybody about yet.
Yeah.
But he's dying laughing about it
Facts.
by himself. But then by the end, you start dying laughing at that
Facts.
joke because of how many times he
He called
decides
it
to
back.
use it.
Yeah.
And it's like each time he calls it back, it gets better. Like it's progressively
Yeah,
better.
every
gives you another
laugh,
piece each
every
time.
laugh
Yeah.
got better. You're like, bro, this is crazy, dog. Like,
Now, do you think it was like if y'all had laughed your heads off at that Titanic joke, would he just leave it alone, or is he so good that he didn't even plan to bring it back a lot?
There was a
just-
random point where something happened within the crowd and he used it during that like crowd interaction.
that good,
And he
too.
brought it
Like,
back in that moment and it was hilarious. in that
improvisation.
yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think his
crowd
plan
work
was to
shit.
bring it back multiple times, but there was the improv time he did bring it up
Okay.
randomly. But
Yeah.
I think that he was filming for a Netflix special,
moment. I hope it's here.
and I hope it's Raleigh.
Because it was a good one.
Yeah, it was
It was a
good.
good
And it
one.
was things happening in the crowd that he was like, this shit has not happened
Anywhere
once
else.
since we've been on tour.
Right.
Like, people were calling out for medics pretty much.
Yeah.
And it was like, niggas didn't know what was happening. And at first he was joking. He was like, what are y'all yelling at? Like, and he was like, oh, niggas are yelling medic? And he was like, all right, well, ever since that Travis Scott shit, check on the nigga. Make sure he's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And then,
Damn.
but then it happened again on another area of the arena.
somebody fainting? Like,
Was it
what
hot in there?
Somebody called. No, it was perfect temperature. But he was like, somebody called medic again. He said, "What the fuck is happening out here?"
Exactly. And
He
then that nigga
like-
was just asleep.
Yeah, and he was just asleep. And then he was like, Dave was like mad but laughing. He was like, "Now I want to know who authorized calling medic." You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga was just sleeping. He doesn't give a
Right.
fuck. He hates his wife so much. He's trying to sleep to get away from her at
Facts.
Dave Chappelle show. Like,
Yeah.
so that shit was funny as fuck, bruh. But
Oh,
remember I brought up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I remember I brought up the Azalea Banks thing. How he fucked Azalea Banks and he admitted to it in one of his specials.
Did he? Damn, I didn't know that.
He admitted,
shit, yeah.
and then somebody said
she
that
do
was a
that?
joke. I don't think it was a joke because he talked about cheating again.
Yeah, he did talk about it.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure this was a real ass thing that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, what was you about to say?
No, I was gonna say with Darnell, so like you were saying, like you didn't get much laugh when you were there, and then the dude you spoke to, he was there.
He saw
and
the
I
whole
was
thing
like,
and he
but
didn't
do
get
you
much-
see, like he probably did the same exact type of shit that Dave did, where you don't get that much laughs.
Yeah.
And it's just like maybe mostly talking.
Yeah.
But your expectation for one comedian is different from the other. You know,
Right.
you don't want to hear what
True.
Darnell has to say. You don't really care about his perspective on
I
the
don't.
world.
Yeah, I don't at all.
So
That's
you're there for jokes, and then he may have had like maybe 4 big laughs or whatever in his whole
Right.
set. But if Dave had only 4 laughs, it would be completely fine because
True.
it's not about the laughs really.
Because you're
But-
just riveted in general.
They
Yeah.
did announce that Donnell Rawlings, Dave is going to be producing Donnell Rawlings special for Netflix.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be that sad, but long story short, I know coming up soon in the near future, whenever Donnell Rawlings Netflix special drops, I'll be able to watch it because I don't even think I've seen a Donnell Rawlings special.
Me either.
Nah, he
Ever,
hasn't had
you know
one
what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Oh, he hasn't had one.
I don't
Okay,
believe
so
so.
yeah,
So
so
I
his
don't
first
even
one.
know what to expect.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what
So
I'm
it's
saying.
I'm kind of glad that I only saw the last 20 minutes. I'm still able to go into it with pretty much a clean slate. So
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I've liked that Dave Chappelle production is always good. So it's like, I'm like, all right, well, perfect. I'll be able to watch that whenever it drops. You know what I mean? Whenever
Yeah.
that comes up, I'll be able to
A
check
stand-up
that out.
special.
Plus, he's gonna mix
A
up the
stand-up
jokes.
special, yeah.
Plus, I'm sure he switches up a little bit in each city. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. So that'll be interesting. But
I think I kind of have the same expectation that I have for Dave. I think I have for Chris Rock as well.
yeah, he has that.
I mean, like some specials may be funnier than others, but
Yeah.
but generally, like that
You're
last
going for a
one,
message.
yeah, like that last one, like after the slap and everything, it's just like we're there just to hear, like, what do you have to say after
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Truly. Yeah,
He
that's all
talked
really
about, he
anybody
talked about
cared
that too.
He did.
Oh, he
talk
did?
about
Oh, yeah.
that was
He
a
did
funny
talk
ass.
about
That was a funny ass moment, bro.
Yeah, and
That was
now,
hilarious.
that shit was funny. He talked about a couple things. He talked about Israel.
Okay.
He talked
Yeah,
about.
that's the clip
he
that's
talked-
everybody's going. It's going viral right now.
Really?
Yeah, he
Somebody
threatened.
recorded
Yeah,
it?
he threatened niggas too. He was like,
Got pretty upset.
he said, I spoke about the Israel and Palestine conflict, and they already tried to cancel me for it. He's like, so I'm not gonna say what I said. He didn't say whatever the joke was. But then he was like, but if they try to cancel me again, motherfucker, I got the footage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can try to cancel me all you want to, bitch. I'll drop this shit.
Yeah.
I'll drop this shit and fuck up that you trying to silence me and cancel me. I'll tell everybody what I said.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what
Might
I'm
as
saying?
well at that point.
Yeah,
Shit.
so he's
Got
like,
nothing to lose.
so that's what he said. He was like, I have the right to disagree with anybody I want to, and if you play with me again, I'll drop the fucking footage and I'll tell everybody what I think about that shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was like, shit, play with that nigga so I can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're right. Cause he usually, man, yeah, he don't come with no bullshit, man.
Nah, he don't.
If that's what I like about Dave. Like I was saying, you know, it's if nothing else, it's thoughtful, man. At least it's
As hell, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts, you know, he talked about transgender people again, and but one of my favorite parts about it where he was like, the thing that kind of pissed me off with the trans community is that these niggas thought I needed them to be funny.
Right.
And he was
yeah.
like, and you could tell he was offended by that shit.
Yeah.
He's like, that's why I'm not even gonna joke on those motherfuckers tonight. Like, I don't, cause who do they think they are? I need them to be funny.
Yeah.
He's like, but I might have 3 or 4 jokes. So, you know what I'm saying?
See,
Like,
and even him saying that is
right, right. So he's like, so he was like, he had a moment where he was like offended that they thought they needed him
Right.
or he needed them, but he was like, I still got 3 or 4 for
Yeah,
their
for
ass.
sure.
He
You
said,
know what
I
I'm
said
saying?
all that just to say fuck all that shit.
And then he went in on a different group of people. I'm not gonna say who,
Yeah.
but he was like, because he was like, because I love punching down. And I was like, this nigga is sick,
Yeah.
bro. This nigga is sick, dog.
Yeah, he can't help himself with that one. He's got to do it.
Yeah. But all right. So yeah, that's it
So
for the
that's a good
Dave
show,
shit. Man, that shit was perfect. And
That
it's
was great,
like,
bro.
there's no way. I need to get on the email list. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not an arena, it's like if it's a theater, you're gonna have to be on some sort of email list to get those tickets fast enough. But there's no way I won't see him
Again.
I will see him every fucking time he comes in
Yeah,
town if I
every
have the,
time.
if I have the ability. Whether my money is up or down, I don't give
Oh,
a
yeah.
fuck. Like, I'll charge it to a credit card, you know what I'm
Don't blame
saying?
you.
And deal with the consequences later because I'm still satisfied from that shit. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
worthwhile, bro.
Now it is interesting though, because it's like, since we were talking about like less laughs, it's still a great show, right?
Right.
So how can Dave Chappelle fail? How can he fail?
He can't. He already succeeded.
He can't.
Yeah, he's like kind of
Yeah.
like immune to
Yeah,
failure, right?
He could only if he
Or
changed.
bomb, I should say.
Only if he changed who he was.
Like
just quit.
how can he bomb? Like I can't even picture like how does Dave Chappelle even
Well, he
bomb?
can bomb. Well, he
How
said,
can he bomb?
remember that story? He said he bombed in Detroit, but that was because he was too high.
Yeah.
I was about to say maybe if he started coming out drunk or something. then he's
Yeah.
too-
Yeah, it had to be
Yeah,
him
like,
doing
not
he's
something.
sober and shit,
He's
man.
not within his body control.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But that's about it. Maybe we can play.
Yeah, maybe
Matter of
that's
fact, we could play that.
What?
Look that up. Dave Chappelle bombs in Detroit.
Oh shit!
You can't put the video on,
Uh-huh.
but the audio will be fine. I think.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even know if it was
Okay,
like
see-
recorded.
See that right there?
So
that
the audio
proves
be
it.
fine?
The audio will be fine, but definitely not the video.
You know what? That's how crazy it is. I can say, I would pay an admission price to see Dave bomb. That's
Hell
that's
yeah.
that's like you said. It's
Yeah.
a shit. Like
Yeah. No, you're right.
But yeah, this is Dave telling the story about
Oh,
how he's,
about it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
about-
thought we were going to
Oh, no,
see
no.
him bomb.
Oh,
No, no.
I think I do remember this, but yeah, please.
yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw on TMZ the big headline: Dave
Can you go-
Chappelle
can you go forward?
drunk on stage in
Go forward.
No, go full screen.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
Detroit. Well, if you saw it, I wasn't drunk. I had smoked some reefer with some rappers. Yeah. I don't know if you know anything about hanging out with rappers, but their weed is very strong. Stronger than what I was accustomed to. The article goes on to say I was booed off stage, which is also incorrect. I was booed. I did not leave.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like the arrogant part of him, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love the part that everything
did
could
not
be
leave.
failing, and he's just like, "Nigga, I'm not leaving. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck."
I'm gonna do this set. I'm gonna try this whole set out on you. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
right. Can
It's
you
like he just
can you
lacks
give us some
fear.
more volume on the
On the
video?
headphones?
Yeah. Or no, just on the video.
The video? I got you. Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare.
It needs to be louder than that.
2 puffs of weed, that's all it was. 2 puffs. I never had that happen. When I take 2 puffs of weed, I looked at the guy next to me, I was like, I'm gonna bomb, nigga. I can feel it.
No. I was just saying, compared to our talking audio, it's gonna be a massive difference. Yeah.
Okay.
And that guy called my name, Dave Chappelle. Niggas was like,
See it in slow motion.
You know, normally when you do a comedy show, you guys don't know what it looks like up here, but niggas be just looking up at you like. That's how the show started. Didn't take long for the faces to switch up. Like, they started looking amongst themselves. So I knew I wasn't doing good. I don't remember what I was saying. It just took one person to break the ice. It's a black lady with the Ford Motor shirt on. She stood up suddenly. Fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I said, excuse me?
I love when he gets offended.
She said, I worked all week for this shit, and this show sucks. And in a weird act of racial harmony, a conservative white guy stood up and backed her up. Yeah! The whole crowd band together and started chanting, we want our money back. We want our money back. I said, oh shit. I snapped out of it. Good people of Detroit, hear me now. You will never get your fucking money back. Fuck that. I said, I'm like Evel Knievel. I get paid for the attempt. I didn't promise this shit would be good. Boo, they said, fuck you. This went on for a long time. And then after the show, I felt so bad, I took half of the money from the show, thousands of dollars. I said, I'm gonna give this to charity. You know what I did? I bought $25,000 worth of bubble gum and drove around Detroit and handed it out to the homeless so they could chew it and still be hungry. I was very mad at Detroit that night. Because not only did I bomb, nigga, I had to go back to the very same room the next night and do it all over again. Fucking nightmare. That would be like if you were having sex with a woman and for some reason, this would never happen, but for some reason, she had a mouse trap in her pussy. You get caught in the trap. And then you gotta fuck her again tomorrow night. I'd still do it, but, you know, I'd be careful the next time. The old mouse trap in the pussy trick, eh?
Hey.
Fool me once. Yeah, it was a tough time. And I wanted to give up sometimes. I almost did give up, but then right before I gave up, I decided not to. But I made the call. They answered the phone. Hello? Dancing with the Stars. I said, not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Oh, if you see me on that shit, it's over. Trust me. My spirit is broken. Right. If you see me waiting for them judges, getting critiqued on my cha-cha, fuck that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
Waiting.
They do be up there.
Yeah.
Breathing hard.
They all look like that.
But yeah, bro, that shit.
Damn, what special was that again?
That was the
can't
newest
remember.
one, wasn't it?
Was that Sticks and Stones?
Sticks and Stones?
Might have been. I don't
I
know
have to
because
revisit.
the way the specials came out, there were like episodes within the specials. Remember?
Yeah.
Like on Netflix, it was
were like
like
two.
Right.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like you
yeah.
would click it and it would be like two different
Yeah.
or three different ones, all in different cities, but they all had all different concepts
Yeah.
too. So yeah, it was. I don't know. It's like I could only go off specials based off what outfit they were wearing. Really, like
Yeah.
that's pretty
And
much
the background.
Yeah, it's like the stage and the outfit. Then I'm like, okay, it was that one.
You
Like,
put
but
that
I,
together, yeah.
I don't be remembering the names. Like the green jumpsuit was Sticks and Stones, though. I think.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
that was.
Yeah, the green jumpsuit was Sticks and Stones.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just, I don't know which one it was, man.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Yeah,
You got to go to
that's where I was at first, but
Oh, you mean like in terms of which one was the double episode one?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was Sticks and Stones. That was the multiple.
they had the equanimity and that shit too.
Oh, yeah. No, no, I
Bird
see that.
Revelation. I don't remember which one it was though.
Down right there, yeah.
It was neither one of these.
That's the newest one there on up top, right? That's really the newest recorded one.
Yeah, I think so.
The Bird Revelation.
Shit, I don't know. You can click on
Yeah, either way,
IMDb.
I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna have to go because sometimes like I have a habit of like when I watch specials, I only watch them once. Yeah, and then
Age
kinda
of
just move
Spin.
on. The Age of Spin.
Oh, it was Deep in the Heart of Texas. Either one
Might
of
have
those.
been, yeah.
'Cause that had
That's the
two of them,
multi-part thing right there, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, I need to watch specials more than once.
Especially his. You're
Yeah,
not
maybe
getting it the
wanna-
first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to run back and watch that joint again now.
Yeah, because I totally like forgot like how funny that one was.
I don't know if I actually watched the Bird. What is the equanimity one?
Bird Revelation.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched.
I'm
it.
sure I,
might-
did.
Maybe
but
that's what
I
I'll
can't
do.
remember.
Maybe that's what I'll do this week. I'll just go. Maybe I'll
Go
have
through
a-
his catalog.
Yeah, I'll just have because there's a couple catalogs. I need to start a note. There's a couple things that I want to go through. I want to go through all the Spike Lee joints.
Oh,
I want to
damn,
go
yeah.
through just to watch them again because I know there's some that I missed, but like,
Yeah, or yeah, and some I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to go through the backlog of movies that you haven't seen before. I do agree. There's some movies like that I kind of feel like I missed out on.
Yeah, a lot of people did that during like the pandemic and shit.
That ran through all their lists and shit.
Yeah, just be like, well, what else are we supposed to do this year?
True.
Nah, that's a fact.
Even though movies were coming out during COVID, nobody cared.
Oh yeah,
And so I think it just left a gap where you're like, oh shit, when did that come out?
Yeah, but remember they were doing that whole. That's when streaming services were doing the whole thing. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not going to be released in theaters. It's just going to be released
And
on
stream, yeah.
Right.
or simultaneously, And then now the industry is seeing that financially it was not worth it.
No.
Yeah, and I think the
They need
studios
that
also
box
didn't
office.
want to like produce their biggest hits during that time either, because it's like, who the fuck's gonna go out and watch it?
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
held it. That's why
Yeah.
2021
Yeah,
they
they
say
held
it was almost too much movies.
They were dumping them.
Yeah, it was like a blockbuster every weekend.
Right.
And if there's a blockbuster every weekend, that kind of takes away the whole purpose of like a blockbuster in general.
Yeah, it's not
you
really a
know?
blockbuster anymore, I guess.
Yeah, blockbusters used to be like few and far between. Like every once in a while you get a Batman movie or some shit.
And everybody was
Yeah.
looking forward to it for months and months. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah, But if every weekend is a blockbuster, then it's like if everything is special, nothing is special.
But yeah. So yeah, Dave Chappelle, man, he did his thing. But let's move over to these other joints real quick. So Dwight Howard, y'all been seeing what's going on with Dwight Howard?
No.
Boy Dwight, man.
don't want to
No.
hear it.
You haven't seen it all?
his
No,
look,
no.
his
Oh,
new
even,
look.
even better. So
No. Okay, then no, I haven't.
even better.
You really,
So,
you haven't seen it at all?
this is
Is,
great.
is there like a new update to it or something? Is it?
Nah, I'm about to just fill him in on everything.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Dwight Howard, couple months ago, there was a story that broke where somebody leaked a DM where he was like trying to set up a threesome, but one of them was a trans person, right? Or something along that nature.
Yeah. I think
Then I guess somebody sued somebody. I don't know 100% who it was. But what came out in court was, and this is what's been released, this is what has the world like, oh my God. So the threesome that he was trying to say that he was getting set up for, that he didn't know there was going to be a trans person there.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was a trans person and a gay person, that he was fully aware that he was setting up this style of threesome, which is all cool and dandy or whatever. But the problem is, exactly, but the problem is the gay dude said that Dwight was trying to take it, like force him
Oh.
to give the pussy up.
Oh.
So it's like, not only did we find out that Dwight Howard is for sure gay because he confirmed it in court, but we also found out that he's out here taking pussy on top
he's
of
an
that.
alleged predator.
He's an alleged bussy
Oh.
predator.
Bussy
He's-
predator.
Yeah, he's a bussy predator. It's crazy. It's like, it's one thing
So
to be
forcefully.
gay. Yeah, it's one thing to be gay because literally nobody gives a fuck. Like at this point, nobody cares.
Yeah, and especially at this point.
So now we have to judge you just like anybody else.
Yeah, like if you were straight and doing the same.
Yeah, you out here. You can't be out here taking no pussy,
Yeah,
nigga. What's
yeah,
wrong with
yeah,
you? You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, I gotta go just as hard as if you was doing this to a woman. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true.
It's still a criminal offense, really.
This
Like, it's
man,
still-
you're supposed to get consensual butt. You're not supposed
change.
to take.
Yeah,
butt.
yeah.
There's so
Consent,
much consensual butt out in the world. I
There's
feel
so
like.
much. You know what I'm saying?
but it-
Why did you feel the need to take it? You're Dwight
Yeah.
Howard at the end of the day. Dwight's not broke, I'm assuming, right? Like
Nah,
he doesn't
nah,
strike.
nah,
he
Dwight's
doesn't
not
strike me, even though he's not in
Can
the
you
NBA.
pull him up,
because
too?
he's not in the
Yeah,
NBA,
for
right?
sure. Nah, he's
Not
not
anymore.
in the NBA, no.
Yeah, but like even though he's
Trying
not
to
in the
get back
NBA, like sometimes like people don't be in the NBA and you be like, are they broke? You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of.
And you wonder if they budgeted
He's only
well.
he's only 37.
Yeah, Dwight's not old. He's not.
Damn,
that
he's
old.
younger than
Yeah,
I
he's
thought.
young. He's
Yeah,
young.
I thought he was like, I thought he was 40 at least.
Nah.
Yo, athletes, yeah, their whole career just comes and goes by the time they're
He
like
kind of
35
looks older.
most of
That
the
nigga
time,
looks stressed.
Yo, I'm telling you, it put you through a time machine.
Because I really
playing
thought he
sports
was.
like
I thought
that.
he was in his 40s for some reason, like
Nah,
lower
nah.
lower 40s. So his NBA career really did end kind of early.
I mean, well, you know, like I said, athletes don't play that long.
yeah.
right?
Well, he had a good run though.
He was just playing recently too. In 2020, he won a chip with the Lakers, I think. Didn't he?
He was playing. Yeah, he was playing like 2 years.
Oh, he was
ago,
on
I
that
think.
team.
Yeah, I believe he was on that team.
But yeah, either way, you know, most athletes, you know, you don't play really past 40 like that, unless you're driving that. Maybe I think NASCAR drivers might drive past 40.
Yeah, isn't it kind of unheard of? Like people playing in their 40s?
Yeah, he won. He was there.
That's why they pay him so much,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
they get rid of you.
Yep. See, champions.
Yeah.
Lakers. 20.
Got you.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really that long ago that he was still playing. He just, but he plays in like China and shit, like Shanghai Knights or something like that.
Right. Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
It's just so you can play more like year round and keep
Yeah,
collecting.
but yeah, he I mean he says he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He denies
Like
the claims.
he's saying it was consensual, but the
yeah, he
the
is.
gay
But the guy's saying it was.
the gay guy is saying that it was forced.
He was like trying to force him on him and like telling him to do things, whatever.
yeah. And then with, like this was the first time we also found out he was gay, right? So
Confirmed.
It's like, oh, by the
Confirmed.
way.
Yeah, it
There's
was
a
like
lot of
confirmed.
revelations coming in right now.
Because
But
I think there might have been something that happened like years ago that like niggas was like, is this nigga gay? But this was like confirmed because it was like in court.
Yeah.
The court transcript.
Because the guy's pressing charges. Yeah, the guy's
Right, the guy's pressing charges. Yeah, so because
Yeah.
I hope he takes him for everything he got.
Yeah, because remember Kevin Spacey, he did a similar thing where it was like nobody knew. Or I mean,
Well,
these people outside of
a PDF file.
No. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the boy, he was a boy. He was
Yeah.
like 14 or something.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like
The boy
in terms
cunt.
of like people outside the industry didn't know. Oh, what'd you say?
The boy, can you mark that?
What'd you say? oh, you said something that was like you can't say.
completely out of pocket.
Yeah, I'll say it again. I'll say it again so I can mark it. The boy. You're right. I was saying he was going for all the boy.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It gets worse every time you say it.
I think that word is definitely gonna get flagged.
Yeah, I would say so.
For sure.
We
for
got
sure.
flagged recently because they thought we said something, but we didn't. But it was like we started the word,
Really?
but the word sounds like something else. Kind of like your issue, the one
joint
that
with
you had.
Yeah.
It was same exact thing. It was like we didn't, but it was like we started saying the word and didn't finish saying it. They called us for it.
That's crazy.
They're like, I knew what you were gonna say.
So whack.
Damn. So even just the attempt to do it can get you flagged. That's crazy.
Good
Or
enough for
sometimes
them.
if the word is too close to another one,
Yeah.
They just
you know,
don't
like
that.
yeah, it's just weird. But go ahead, my bad.
No, yeah, but Kevin Spacey, it was a similar situation in terms of like people outside the industry didn't know he was gay until his allegations came out. You know, until the
Right.
person, the
Okay, I see
man
what
came
you're
out
saying.
saying that he took advantage of me. Then he tried to switch it into like a gay thing.
pro-gay,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
It was, and nobody bought it.
Bro, and that's the thing too. It's like it's one thing for you to come out the closet publicly or whatever that you're gay. Don't let the first time be a sexual assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah,
So
you got to release that gently.
yeah, like your intro into it is that.
Yeah. So technically, this is the same.
Did he hold his
situation.
hand when he sat? Did he hold his hand in the lap? Or no, he just...
He wanted to
okay.
feel his.
Oh, this is a wait. I wasn't paying attention.
All right,
Yeah,
Dwight.
it's Dwight. It's something they saw him do on national
What
TV.
the
a while
Okay,
back.
but also, so his victim
saying there's been
didn't really
signs.
like... His victim didn't really...
This nigga's gay. This nigga's
What the
gay as
hell?
hell,
But bro ain't really get up out the way like that either, though.
And he's
that's
a
what I'm saying. Like he,
because he probably just got done touching it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. He's like, not here, Dwight.
either that, yeah, right. Like, come on, stop. Like the cameras are on us,
Right. Because I mean, he looked too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he,
Bro,
made,
them-
he tried to
he
make
locked in
sure
on it.
that
He did.
Them NBA players, bro, they be doing some freaky shit. What was them college players?
Oh, and Penn. No, not.
Where was they at? They
Sorry.
were like pretty important college players like a year ago. It wasn't even. It was this year, I think. Videos surfaced of them like humping each other.
Oh yeah.
In the dorm
room. Who was it?
I don't remember what their name was at all, but it was crazy.
Isn't
Jalen
that
Green,
just-
I think.
isn't that just
Jalen
kinda
Green, I think.
hazing
Was
these
it?
days?
I don't want to. Let me not say that. My fault,
Put him
Jalen.
on
blast.
I don't
Yeah,
even
put him
know.
on blast.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
it wasn't me, man.
I feel like that's standard white fraternity hazing.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah. It's Jalen Green. Okay, my fault. Back on you, Jalen. Yeah.
Don't show this, but
I'm on.
y'all
I'm
got
on.
to see this.
I ain't showed
This
all
shit
the way
is
yet.
crazy.
What the fuck? What the f?
They had to blur it at a certain point because it was just too much.
And they're just laughing and giggling and shit.
Good time, guys.
Yeah.
That shit they're doing, they're just playing around with each other in the fucking.
Wait, how old
Yeah.
are they?
They were
look
in college.
young.
They were in high school.
Not
Yeah,
young.
That was high school. It was
That
like
was high
It was an
school?
old video that popped up. I
Old
think, from
enough,
like high
still.
school or something. Yeah.
Still.
Definitely old enough.
Yeah.
I've never played like that with my homies.
I was about
No,
to
no,
say,
no,
like,
but
never
I'm
did.
saying
School's
like
old enough.
I've hung out with white boys, and I don't even know if they would do that.
Yeah, white boys will like get naked around each other.
No, white boys will like they'll
Slap
stick
dick
up
and
something
shit
up
like
that.
your
Yeah,
ass.
they'll punch
Like
each
they'll
other
stick a
in the face
pencil up
and
your
shit
ass and
and-
shit. They'll do
Yeah.
like jackass
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jackass. Like
yeah.
they'll hit you, they'll ball taps,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But like,
Or maybe they would probably do something like
They
that.
might,
like,
honestly.
depending. Yeah.
but this is definitely not black activity.
Yeah.
Which is
And
even,
even as somebody who's like, I don't like going to, black people can't do this, black people can't do that and all that stuff. Like, I'm like, I don't see us doing that.
no, it's just
playing around with like that.
And on top of that, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like that shit is disturbing, bro. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that is one of those
I don't know
And he
what's
was
explain
going
yourself
at
moments.
it too. Like he was going at
It
it.
was.
Yes, I don't know what's up with these I don't know what's up with these NBA niggas, but they on some different shit. And Dwight Howard is just out here reinforcing that stereotype of NBA players being gay, you know.
Yeah, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah.
I didn't even know that was a stereotype
Just
of
everything.
them being gay.
Well, it seems like they just go every which way.
Yeah, that's what it makes it seem like.
'Cause they like models by daytime and they like
Like they do everything
You know,
together. Like
yeah.
Oh, is it like prison? Yeah, 'cause
Low key,
they're in the,
yeah.
Right.
because they're always around each other for a long.
I feel
and
like
it's like,
it's
well,
like-
you gotta do somebody.
like WNBA players.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny because 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 is doing a 7-day stream in a jail.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
And-
the trailer for that.
Yeah, and there's like
Yeah.
a bunch of people that are involved in it.
Yeah.
And Alicia.
Offset.
𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 was on there, and he like
He's
broke.
funny. Yeah.
He was like, "That nigga tried to take my." He tried to take my ass. I'm gonna take his before he take mine. And then he was like, and then Kai was like, "Gango, you wildin', Gango." He was like, "What do you mean I'm wildin'?" He said, "Nigga, I got 4 life sentences. I ain't never gonna see pussy again." I
my
was like,
God.
"Yo."
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
He's
It's like
god damn, bro.
desperation, like that.
Like I'm never getting
sexual
out of this shit.
desperation is like one of the in jail. Like a lot of the guys that are doing that, they're like they're not even gay. It's
Right.
like
Or they don't
they're
think
doing
they
a
are.
gay act, but it's like they just need physical.
We
Right.
talked about that
You
on
know?
the
We
Patreon.
did.
We
We
talked
had
about
to-
that
Oh,
on
you
the
did?
Patreon. Yeah, where
Physical
Jay Nobles
affection
was
and shit.
like, "Do you think like jail can turn you gay?" And he was like, "I think jail can turn you gay." He was like, "Niggas get 20 years, 30 years." He's like, "Maybe they're just like, fuck it, I'm here. It ain't no other options."
Yeah, it's like turn gay. I think it's just like it'll just make you do gay shit,
Right.
Yeah? Like, because it's like it's almost like
Does gay mean that
if you
have to
close
be
your
in a-
eyes and pretending is a chick,
right?
you're
Just
still
like
straight. It's
to-
just you're
'cause,
not
like-
fucking.
Because to be gay, do you have to like want to have a relationship with a man at that point?
Oh,
like
I mean,
can you do gay shit and not be gay?
I think only in like jail.
Only in jail.
yeah,
Extreme
because that's
circumstances.
sexual
Yeah,
the jail
desperation.
thing, it's like
That's
it
sexual
changes.
desperation.
But
yeah,
if it becomes something you do more than once or often,
Right.
then is
then
it now
it's a
considered-
relationship.
You're
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
gay or
Can
no,
you
no, no,
can you
yeah.
be like now given that preference, like mentally now that's your preference?
Oh,
You're either gay or bi.
Possibly.
Yeah, because
You know what I'm saying?
you're either gay or
Because
bi.
like if you get released after 20 years, like you said, you can't tell me you could flip that switch.
No,
right,
no,
right,
no,
right.
no.
Walk in
That's
the
what I'm
streets,
saying.
The
Yeah.
world is your oyster at that point.
Yeah. You don't see men the same when you leave jail
Yeah,
either.
you don't.
It's
yeah.
probably worse. It's probably way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Like in prison, outside is like it doesn't have to be with love. It could still be just like straight up sex. But,
Right.
But I mean, if you like that thing and keep doing, if you like anything and keep doing, if you like to drink a lot, you're an alcoholic.
So you think that men, let's say 2 guys in jail, one person takes the others, and then next thing you know, niggas continue
Yeah,
doing that. You
skitter.
think that 2 men can do that in jail and come out and not be gay if they consistently do that together?
If you do anything more than once, you're a pro at it. Don't they say 1,000 hours? It's like,
Damn.
Yeah, what is that?
10,000
hours,
10,000
y'all.
hours.
1,000 hours, you're good at that.
10,000
Hey,
hours.
10,000 hours.
Yeah, not 1,000 hours. 10,000 hours, right?
You're in a
10,000
relationship
hours
at
of
that
pussy.
point, okay? Yeah, you
I'm
are in a
gonna
relationship.
name the episode that 10,000 hours of pussy.
You're a
Yeah.
full-blown professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
If you put your hours in, you ain't coming back,
Yeah,
nigga.
ain't no return from that.
you're that thing, you know?
Yeah, it's over that shit.
You have
dog.
altered
You
your
do crack.
your perspective.
You do crack more than
Yeah.
What-
Yeah.
And
you're
that's a
crackhead,
chemical
so-
reaction, so at least you can blame that on the chemicals.
And the
Yeah.
song
But this
in
one is
my
like,
head.
and I think also it's like,
I think
you were
about
saying,
that pussy
so
over and over again. That's Dwight Howard. But Dwight like to take it. That's fucked up. Fuck you, nigga.
yeah, I'm about to say,
If you
ain't
gonna
done,
like,
know.
you can like pussy, but you can't be out here taking shit. That's lame as
Yeah,
fuck.
go ahead and
yeah,
get your consent, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like you're Dwight Howard. If anything, you could pay for your consent.
I don't even
True.
know if what we saw was even consent when he grabbed the.
That wasn't consent.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Like, I
saying.
don't
It's like
know.
he's displaying his urge to take it.
He's just
That was a power
he's just
move.
a grapey
Yeah.
person. Like
Yeah.
whether straight or not, he's just a grapey person.
And he keeps trying to distract the world with what I do in my bedroom is my business. Yeah, you right, nigga. But when you start taking it, that's our business now.
Yeah.
Because you getting sued for taking it.
And the victim.
Yeah,
that's
right. It's like we're sympathizing with the victim, which is just when I really think about it, it's the craziest way to find out.
Yeah.
somebody's
It
gay.
is. It is.
You're like
any crime.
like any crime, like
That
your
shouldn't be a
your
thing.
victim pops up.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy, dog.
And then they try to flip it on you like you're being like homophobic or something.
because you making it seem like we care that you're gay. We don't
Yeah.
care that you're gay. We care that you try to take his shit.
Yeah.
Because of your criminal fetish.
Yeah,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Which is crazy. Yeah, that's
I do want to talk to like we talked about like all that like when you're like what happened.
Oh yeah.
But it's like even niggas who just like great victims and stuff like that or that want to do that. Because it's like the consent, not having consent is their turn on.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, what happened to where they didn't get consent on one thing and they were like, oh my God, this is exhilarating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, it's like with people. I guess the whole. I think it just has something to do with power. Because when somebody
Yeah.
doesn't have consent, it's like you're in control. You're
it's
in
the
power.
It's,
Yeah,
it's the
they're-
all power
they
thing.
just want to have the power thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably have felt like they were out, like they didn't have power
Yeah.
previously, and that's
Right.
and that's why it becomes a sexual thing.
And
Yeah.
when you know like date grape, you know
Yeah.
like in those situations, it's just like it's a power thing that they're doing because it's like. Now that she's out cold, she's not in the position of like saying no. She's not in the position
Right,
of making
right.
decisions, and you know, like I think a lot of I don't know. I was gonna say men, but I think a lot of some people they just don't like being out of power, of that power.
No
you
matter
know?
what, they have to maintain all the power.
Yeah, yeah.
Which makes them dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, it's like if you can't make decisions, I'm the one making all the decisions here
For you.
So if you're in the position of making the decision, I'm gonna take away that part.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, psychology, man.
Yeah. But let's see. What else do we have?
Yeah.
Okay, Maine mass shooting, 18 people reported deceased. And
Yeah.
apparently this nigga is still on the loose.
No, they got him.
That's the part.
Oh, they did get him.
Oh, they did.
Where'd they get him?
He
They-
killed himself.
he killed himself. I think they found him dead, right?
Yeah, he killed himself. Coward.
Fucking
God
hoe.
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
hate when they do that shit.
the court cases are really disappointing anyway, even if they do get him to court, because it's like, I mean, it's life. We know that, but it's like
Yeah, there's like, that's why like certain stuff like hanging people should come back. You know what I'm saying?
in some ways, yeah. I'm like some crimes. I think maybe just
Don't they do
yeah, I
lethal
think it's just
injection?
fair.
Do you mean like
not
But that-
public,
that's
though.
after, and also well, that depends on what state you're in.
That is true, yeah,
And then-
because a lot of states it's not, execution is not even legal in some states.
Right, and then on top of that, you're just on death row for like a decade, aren't you? Don't you just sit
Bro, a
there?
lot of the time, sometimes they're just there and you literally don't know when your day is.
yeah.
So it's like, and then sometimes they'll have you, like Boosie was on death row and you don't know when your day is. And then all of a sudden you get released from death row.
Right.
So, but you can be in death row for a decade.
Sure.
10, 20 years, 30 years.
And I guess I want to think the idea is because they want to have time to reopen the case or whatever, just so they don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like the legal side of the court proceedings and shit
Yeah.
are still open.
It was good. It was a good thing like 20, 30 years ago, I guess, because, they didn't have DNA and they were just locking black men up and,
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
So probably a good thing then. But
Search this shooting, this Massachusetts shooting. I said Massachusetts.
Do you think?
Maine, yeah.
You think America was overdue?
for a mass shooting.
Yeah, I was like,
had it been a while?
I'm not gonna lie. For the whole year, I was kind of like, wow.
Eight
Oh
times.
no,
No.
we're gonna make it a whole year.
No, they were getting it popping. No,
Wait,
it was a really bad. It was really bad in the beginning of the year. There were
Was
there
it?
were a ton of small shootings in the beginning
Suspect
of
in
the year.
main
Damn, maybe I don't
shooting
remember.
rampage is dead.
It's just it had been a little break. It had been like a month or so since we saw one that was, since we saw one that was notable, and then this was a kind of a bad one.
Okay, yeah. A U.S. Army a U.S. Army reservist accused of killing 18 people and injuring 13 in a shooting rampage in Maine this week was found dead early Friday evening, apparently from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after a 2-day manhunt, state officials said. Robert Card, accused of committing Wednesday's massacre at a bowling alley and restaurant in Lewiston, Maine, was found dead at 7:45 p.m. Friday near, I'm not even going to try to say that, some river in Lipson Falls area, some 10 miles. Lewiston State Public Safety Commissioner Michael Shashuk. Hey, these people got wild ass names. Told reporters.
Maine.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So that's the thing. He was apparently he was a munitions expert.
Right.
Reservist. So he
Yes.
wasn't. Reservist means you're not
Army,
active duty
yeah.
anymore. You're just like
Yep.
your 4 years are done, but you can go back at any point.
Well, you can go on reserve, so you're not necessarily active, but when things pop off, you called in.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
You're first to be
Yeah.
deployed when they.
Yeah. When things actually pop off,
when
so
it
you're not
pops off.
actively doing your military job, so you're out in the public, but should something arise, then you're called back immediately.
Why does nobody seem concerned with the fact that
13 injured too.
Yeah.
Oh, he lit it up.
the shooting and mass shooting profile is the same person?
Say it again?
The mass shooter profile, 9 times out of 10 or 9.7 times out of 10 is going to be some white dude. That's an incel. That's,
Trained.
that's you know what I'm saying? And it's
I
like,
agree.
why is nobody like? Why are they not trying to solve that issue?
Yeah. If you had NSA grade access to just everybody in America's, info profiles, Facebook posts, all this
Right.
Twitter
Yeah.
posts,
And they
it'd be
have
like-
that because of the
yeah.
Patriot Act.
Right.
Like the
exactly.
Patriot Act, they have all that stuff.
Right.
Like,
I'm saying if I had that, I could probably pick out. I could probably pre-select some.
there's probably a decent list of people where it's like they're searching shit on a regular basis. Like they're accessing the dark web. And then it's like on top of that, maybe you can't see what they're doing on the dark web, right? But if I got a list of 2,000 people that are a part of this group or 5,000, let's see how many of them are even accessing the dark web, even though I don't know what they're doing on there, but then let's focus in on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, we put resources everywhere else but fucking here.
See, so
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. Like with like people who are like either like over patriotic, they're constantly worrying about our military and who is going to protect us from foreigners.
Right.
But my
Everything
question is,
else outside.
who's gonna protect us from each other?
Yeah.
Oh, domestic terrorism is definitely a way bigger threat.
I think that's scarier because they're next
That's
door.
way scarier because especially just the way like our shit is set up. And I think those like super patriots and shit like that, in their mind, they're not worried about domestic terrorists because they're also like gun carrying citizens. So they're like, in their mind, they're playing out this like, like
Rambo scenario.
Yeah, like those Second Amendment
Right.
people, they're like, they all have this like insane Rambo
They fantasize about
storyline.
that shit.
They fantasize about the day somebody tries to break into their house.
Right.
Yeah.
They happen to be in the movie theater or bowling alley when there's a mass shooter. Like, it's like they're not worried about it because they're fantasizing on the day that that's them.
Yeah.
Type shit. You
And
know
then
what I mean?
it's like, how come we don't hear those stories? Like when a mass shooter breaks out, where are they?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
Where's Rambo in this situation?
Yeah.
Right.
They're never
the
around.
good guy, the good guy with the gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
so
you're saying.
every
I
these
mean-
school shooting, the
Yeah, I
shooter's
don't-
the only one with the gun.
Yeah. Every time, bro. You're
So
right
where
about that.
are these
like-
Rambos?
Yeah. Every time there's
No,
a.
they are the ones
Hey,
doing the
that's a
shootings.
fact.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro,
He was the
dead ass
munitions
I never
expert.
thought about it that way, bro.
No, that's a good
He was
point though,
munitions
because it's
expert.
like, how come none of we haven't seen a mass shooter get shot at or exchange fire with
From citizens that are just
from a
got-
civilian.
Yeah, that
You
don't
know what I'm
happen
saying?
often. That
It's
does
like-
not
Like,
happen
Which
often.
resulted in a shootout.
But to be fair, a lot of the times they pick places where they would be the only ones with a gun.
They
like
definitely
school.
choose soft targets. For
Like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't
Yeah.
go to. I don't know where you would go. Like, I'm trying to think of where
Like you
you
said,
would
a
go.
movie theater, something like that, where you know that's probably.
For like Home
you know,
Depot, you might get shot.
Home
Oh, yeah,
Depot,
for
you're
sure.
definitely. It's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, like a hardware store. it'll
At
be
the
a
register.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a 3 or a 4-way shootout.
Yeah, I'm trying to
on
think
that
of where you would go where there would be
Where
a
they would be
shootout.
around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like guaranteed places that Second Amendment people go, like a Trump rally.
Or maybe
okay,
they just
yeah,
need to
yeah,
get
yeah.
out more. You know, it's like stop being in the backwoods all the time.
It's probably really a geographic thing then, depends on
Yeah.
where you are in the country. If you're in
Yeah.
Texas, like guaranteed shootout.
That's another thing
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like I don't know what
Yeah.
Massachusetts. I don't know what Maine gun laws are. Can you look up that
Yeah,
up?
that's a good thought.
you know, the farther you go northeast like that,
The-
a lot of
the
them get kind of strict.
Exactly.
Well-
yeah, the further
well-
up northeast you go, it does
Well, it
get
gets
stricter.
weird because then the hunting gets really good. So I don't know if they actually might open it back up. I'm really not too well versed. I know New York City, of course.
What's that say?
Well, it just says it's ranked 25th in the nation in strictness on its gun laws, so it's not that strict.
So that's down the middle.
But
yeah.
but it's
That's
on the
straight down the middle.
but it's on the strictness side.
Yeah.
right. So you
It's
do
right
have to
down in the
have-
middle.
Yeah. So that means they do background checks. You know, probably stuff like that.
Though. Going a little bit more.
well, that's
Huh?
good.
Is it
Zoom
zoomable?
in? Yeah.
That's-
It's become less
Wait, go
strict.
back so we can read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Main gun.
Oh, and also
Main's, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, and also a lot of those people that like the really gun-toting people, they be talking about like if the government wants to take my guns or if the government does some
come
screwed
take
up
'em.
shit, we
Yeah.
have something to shoot back at them
Right.
with if they want
Yeah.
to take away our guns. So
Yeah.
That's the basis of the Second Amendment. Like,
yeah,
To
yeah,
have a
yeah,
shootout
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
against
So
your
I
own
think maybe that's
government's
why they're never
government.
around because it's
Yeah.
like, well, my next door neighbor is not the government. Yeah,
Right,
So I'm not,
yeah.
like it's just I'm waiting for like if they try to take away my guns, I got something to pop off.
right.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, they really yeah, they fantasize about a revolution
Yeah,
of some
yeah,
sort.
yeah.
Which I guess they already did that.
Oh, you mean like fought against
The revolution. But yeah, I think in terms of like gun laws in that way, I don't know how much that really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, because even if because the people who's gonna do the mass shooting, they don't care about the law anyway.
Yeah.
they're gonna get a gun however they can.
Or like whatever part of the law that they probably should be like they slip through the cracks anyway.
This
Yeah.
is like I don't think this is a good art. This
No,
is
it's
just
not. But it seems like it's pretty normal though, as far as
How to,
like
the
no
law.
background check. Still, they're still not doing that. So you can get a gun without a background check, like all those kind of pieces.
Wait, what? That's crazy.
That's what it says.
Go to the.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back.
yeah.
Let me go back.
Scroll down. Let me see.
Yeah. Concealed carry in Maine.
Means
They're
relax.
Yeah,
relaxed
so they
gun
do have
laws.
relaxed gun laws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Because
Yeah.
if they're not even requiring a background check for a gun,
No.
that's fucking insane.
No, they didn't have
That is pretty crazy.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
So yeah, I bet they'll fucking get
Yeah.
strict now.
yeah, but I mean, it's a good
You
thing.
had to
Like you
kill
said.
18 people though. 18 people had to die for that to happen though.
A lot of you'd be surprised depending on what kind of depending on if if they have Republican, Democrat, whatever in office.
That is true as
Sometimes
well,
they'll
too.
lean into the openness of the gun laws when this happens. Like that's their goal. Republicans.
Yeah. Oh
They'll
yeah,
be
that's
like-
true. They
they'll-
will lean in because they'll say if more of y'all had guns,
Then they would've been
one
able
of
to
y'all
do
could have
something.
prevented him
Yeah.
before he killed 18 people.
Right. They're gonna say
Yeah,
we
that's
need
true. They
more
do.
legal
You
concealed
don't
carry gun.
But then
holders.
if you get somebody on the other side, they're like, we need to take everybody's
what you
gun.
got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is. It
It
does.
is a strange
It does
thing.
depend on
Yeah.
which way they can. I've definitely seen it marketed both ways. You know what I mean?
It is so strange because like we are the only like country that has this massive problem, right? But it's like, it really does try to make you decide which one is better. Like what is better, like having a nation with like no guns or having a nation with more guns
I know
to
what you mean.
protect. Because then like let's say if we did have more guns around, like would we feel more protected or would we just be more on edge?
if it were like the
I don't
Wild
know.
West, where you can just
Oh,
assume
like the Wild West,
everyone,
yeah.
every man has a gun.
Yeah, I feel better having one because everybody else has one.
I guess the
Okay.
playing field's level.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm
me.
saying.
It's like an even playing field because
Now it's just psychosis is the only. We all have guns. Now it's just whether you're a psycho is the only thing that matters.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like I tell people all the time, like, if you want to see why we should have why you should have one, just go to a gun show at the NC State Fair. Because when you see the amount of people,
And how enthusiastic they are.
and you think you can profile people with guns, everybody thinks they can profile a gun owner.
No.
Everybody thinks that. until you go to a mass place where they're buying and selling guns, and you're like,
No, you're right.
holy shit,
That's true.
It's
everybody needs one.
It's what's most interesting to me. Strike up a conversation about a weapon with one of them. Those people are like,
that's when shit gets scary.
they are gun sexual.
Yes,
yeah.
That's when shit gets real scary and freaky. Yeah.
Like they make it sound like something that they really like it's something they are really.
It gets them hard
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
No, it's a
Like
fetish.
Yeah,
guns
fetish.
guns is a fetish for some people for sure. At a certain point, it's it's too much.
Getting all hot and bothered talking about an AK-47 with the
Right.
attachment. He's like, oh, all right.
And the damage it can do.
Yeah.
And it's just like when it gets to that point, it's just like, damn, do we have to watch out for this person? Because he
Right.
looks like he's itching to put these slugs in somebody.
Yeah, he does. And that's the thing. It's like, and those are the people you see, and you're like, let me get that AK-47.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, all right, let me get the attachment. Let me
get
that
one of
grip.
those because this nigga's too excited. It's
Yeah,
like I might need to put a nigga like him down one
Right.
day. Because he might be my neighbor that just decides to just start walking down the street shooting that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like mine. It's like all for defense. It's not for offense. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to be careful with these motherfuckers because it's the you don't know until you start talking to them.
Right.
And again, like when these mass shootings happen again, it's like y'all gun fetish people. Where you at?
Yeah, literally, where you at?
This is your chance, actually.
There's like no reason.
Take him out. Go ahead.
Unless part of being a mass shooter is like they always pick places where like guns aren't allowed.
Again, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like the
Or
bowling
wouldn't be
alley,
expected.
you could take your gun into the bowling alley. There's some places like in North Carolina they have like one of the laws is like I can pretty much conceal carry anywhere unless the store has a sign that says no guns
Right.
on the premises.
And it has to have it on the front door too.
Has to have it on the entry door. So, and then there's like, of course, the obvious places like federal grounds and shit like that, your government buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the standard where even if I have it concealed, I can't take it in there.
Yeah.
But most places don't. Well, a lot of
Most
places.
places are cool, yeah.
Yeah, most places are. I say it's 50-50. A lot of places do have that sticker on there that say no weapons allowed.
I'm trying to think.
Even my job.
Yeah, exactly.
with the
So it's
cross
like the bowling alley might have one on there, and even if I can carry it everywhere else, the bowling alley, I could technically see. That's when the law gets weird because say I bring my gun into the bowling alley, even though it has the sticker, but then I also put down a mass shooter after he's killed 3 people. The charges could still be filed against me because I am still breaking a law by bringing the gun inside of a building that
you weren't supposed
that
to
I legally was not allowed to have my gun with me, but I did such a good deed. But you can still get hit. Like you can save 20 people.
That's true.
It still get sued type shit.
Yeah.
They might just
Trying to be a vigilante, man.
Yeah, like they might just like drop the case just off the strength of what you did. You know what I'm saying? But like you're technically breaking the law.
Pickle.
Yeah, it's like you have to break the law.
Which one is more important? Me taking down this guy?
Exactly,
Or me
yeah.
bringing this gun in here and then taking out this guy?
Right. Because like the only legal way to do it is to like run outside.
Yeah.
Wait for him to come outside and air him out.
That's what I was thinking.
But it's like he's already done all the damage inside the building though.
I can't picture the scenario. My bad. Of taking aim at somebody in a panicking crowd of people who are when somebody's open firing. So how do you take aim on somebody?
And that's another thing that's hard as fuck.
You know,
it's easier.
safely.
It's easier to be a mass shooter because everybody's a target.
Yeah.
But it's way harder to be
a very precise.
With people fucking yelling and screaming and
especially when it's like an automatic weapon being used or something like that. Like,
yeah.
There's not that many chances to like pop up and look out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Speaking of automatic weapons, man, I mean, I think we talked about it. It might have been another Patreon thing, just like on some side shit. Everybody has an automatic weapon now with those switches.
Yeah.
Like the switch is literally just like an adapter that you hook to your gun.
It's really easy to install.
That will turn your gun into an automatic weapon.
Oh, damn.
So like automatic weapons generally are actually hard to get because you have to get like
they're illegal.
Unless you have this certain class of permit, which you have to file with the state of the like United States of America, takes months to get back type shit. And then even when you get the permit saying that you're allowed to legally own and purchase automatic weapons, it's still hard to find an automatic weapons seller because it's like this is such a niche of people outside of the military. That like, but now they have these fucking switches that you can literally add to Dracos, Glocks, that you can buy for 10, 20 bucks. Attach it to your gun, and now your gun's an automatic weapon.
Damn, 10, 20 bucks.
10, 20 bucks to turn your semi-auto gun into a fully automatic.
Yeah, it like bypasses
costs
something
nothing.
on your slider or something.
Yeah, pretty much like puts a pin in the thing in the slider that stops each round from going. It just opens it up.
Yeah.
So it'll keep reload. Yeah,
So it'll just keep feeding
and the
and
spring
pump.
will keep feeding and
Yep,
pump it.
yeah.
That's insane.
And I don't know if you ever seen that video. See if you can look that video up. That might not be on. Might be on YouTube. It might not, because I saw it on Twitter because it was so crazy. But type in Chicago shooting Glock switch.
And it's
Downtown Chicago, I think.
The rate of fire
It might pop up anyway.
is the rate of fire is insane.
It's comical.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. It is almost like comical. How yeah, it's like you dump a whole clip in like less than 3 seconds.
Right. Yeah. 30 rounds. Something crazy. Okay, you might have to go on Twitter.
All right.
Yeah, this might be a Twitter thing. YouTube is.
It was crazy. I mean, it's
Little
crazy.
strict.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
It's so crazy we call it.
Yeah, I haven't seen this video myself that you're talking about.
I've talked about it a couple times because after I saw that video, I was like, that's it right there. I was like, why don't we just nuke fucking, like we should legit nuke, we should just nuke
Chicago?
Chicago. It's fucking terrible.
Damn.
God.
Oh yeah, we need some audio though.
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah,
this is
I'm with
definitely an
that.
audio thing. And it's crazy because they're in downtown.
They're in downtown and look. Saw how smooth that nigga was doing that shit. Like I've done this before.
Yeah.
He's slowly backing up and just letting off this automatic, like into this crowd.
Oh,
like
but it's a
nothing.
crowd too. Yeah.
Yeah, like this, like throw all of Chicago away, my nigga.
That's
Like
crazy.
Yeah, his
that
just
was the
kinda-
video that had me like, fuck Chicago. This is crazy.
He,
Like
he does not value human life.
no, at all. Like
Yeah.
this nigga is just backing up at his own pace, just like what the fuck?
Man.
It does look like Gotham City over there right now.
It really
That's why
does.
they filmed it. The Dark Knight.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it makes sense, bro. Because it's
might
like
as well. It
They-
is
they need a
Gotham, I guess.
Batman.
Yeah, they need a Batman. Shit.
shit
That
is-
would be crazy.
Yeah.
If actual vigilantes started coming out.
Instead of playing with
And,
guns,
like,
they
Do
Well,
you
no,
put on
understand what that vigilante would need in order to even like combat that shit?
Yeah. That's true.
He would have to
That's
have
true.
all automatic weapons.
You would have
I
to
don't
have
know,
a
unless,
squad.
like,
It would have to be like Justice League niggas. You have to have a whole squad.
Not Justice League. What's that? Titans?
Yeah, like them.
Teen Titans.
Like,
Yeah,
like no
yeah.
Titans.
Oh, just
the
Titans.
adult
The
version,
adult
where
version,
like
yeah.
they had to kill people.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's like you can't just be like locking some of these people up because some of these people need to die.
You just
know
need
what
to
I'm
like
saying?
moving through rooms. Like just,
Yeah, you might need to clear this building out.
Yeah, like your power goes out real late at night one time and he just moving through the room. He
Yeah,
move
just
through
one at a
project.
time, killing
Yeah,
all the power players. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fucking
But
them all
it's
up.
it's crazy like how psychopaths. Because did you all see the video of these two teens? I think one black and one Latino. Like they ran over some old guy with their car. And they recorded it too, and they was just
think
like,
I
yeah,
did see this.
hit him, and
Hell no, I ain't
hit
seen
him,
that shit.
and then they just drive off, and then they got arrested. And when they were in the back seat, oh no, when they were talking to the cop was saying like, you know, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, and he was like, man, like, is it that bad? Like what we did, like, was it that bad? Like, is those
For
two up there?
real?
Like, they didn't really even realize what they did was like bad.
in their mind, they were playing a video game.
Yeah.
To them, it was just Grand
Just some-
Theft Auto
Right. Like
in real life.
this nigga will respawn, or he's just an NPC.
Yeah, and they were saying like, man, I'm gonna get out in like 10 days. Don't
So
worry
it
about
was that
What?
Boondock sketch and really he just want to do hood rat stuff. They didn't think it was
pretty much, yeah.
Go back. Well, do the audio.
what was this in a stolen
can't
Hyundai or something?
Because I want to hear them introduce it.
The viral video, which surfaced on social media, shows a driver and his passenger intentionally ramming a bicyclist in Las Vegas on August 14th.
That's deep. Oh, you want to
Wait,
keep
why'd
playing?
you- Yeah.
Detectives say the car is stolen. The
Yeah,
footage
it's
is
a
too
Hyundai.
graphic to reveal in its entirety, but the recording shows the cyclist fly off his bike and slam to the ground.
Knocked out! Get out of here.
Authorities say the video helped them make not one but 2 arrests in the deadly hit and run.
A cowardly act that in my 22 years of law enforcement left me personally appalled.
Just 'cause
The
they posted
victim, who did not survive his injuries, was later identified as 64-year-old Andy Probst, the former police chief of Bell, California. He was biking around 6 a.m. when he was fatally hit. Following tips, police in Vegas initially arrested a 17-year-old boy they identify as the driver. He has a criminal history, according to other media outlets.
Hey, pause.
Tuesday.
They killed a retired police chief. They're putting them niggas under the jail.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
over for you.
Oh,
Like,
no. Man,
that could have just
what are
been
the odds? Like,
that's
what
what I'm
the
saying. They could have killed anybody.
The president of the United States.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
a
He's like, here
retired
it is.
police chief, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You're good. Yeah, like they're getting double life.
Yeah.
Like,
It was Obama? Oh, shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bruh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They don't stand a fucking chance.
Yeah.
They don't stand a chance.
That's it for them. And they're not even 18. They're both under 18, right?
Definitely getting charged for a full blown adult. And it was in a Kia. They was a Kia boy.
That was Kia boys. Yeah.
Yeah, stolen Kia.
Don't tell me this one actually shows it.
The Kia,
That's what I was
and
looking for
Hyundai
at
boys
first.
are still running amok in the city,
Yeah.
especially in Durham.
One of our
Oh,
homies
yeah,
just
you
got
did.
hit.
Yeah,
Really? Yup.
they pull like a car at night over where I'm at in Durham, man.
For real?
Yeah, they don't play.
Or maybe that's the aftermath of it.
Yes, that's
Well,
right.
Could
no,
be.
yeah, but he was saying like I can't remember. Maybe it was an article I was reading, but they were saying like they both were kind of like what like what do we do? Like it's just like whatever. And one of them said that man, we're gonna be out in like 10 days. Like they really seriously thought what they
Delusional.
did wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, those are psychopaths.
He didn't realize that
when
Las Vegas was gonna give him the worst public defender.
Yeah.
Going back to like, I think some of these parents, I think.
Did he ram the car first?
I
Yeah,
think some
I
of
think
these,
so.
well, like, I think mass shooters, I think their parents should be charged.
If you're a mass shooter,
Yeah, bro. It's.
I think they should run a case, right? They should do a full
There should be
case.
There
some,
should be something.
Yeah,
something because
that's
it's
true.
like if they're gonna keep killing themselves,
Yeah.
or just like doing suicide by police.
I get what you're
Yeah.
saying.
You know what I mean? Like shoot at the police so that they have to kill them, pretty much.
Right.
Like there's nobody to.
Was that glass breaking?
Yeah, that was glass.
Yeah, you hit the windshield.
Yeah.
I thought that was
There's
driving.
nobody. There's nobody. It's like the case just ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nobody to be accountable. Held
Yeah,
accountable
there's
for.
nobody to be held accountable, bro. Like we got to start holding these because it's
Yeah,
all these weird
yeah.
white kids, and they be middle class motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
Yep.
So
Well,
they,
I mean, but to
they
be
people
fair,
got careers and
they
shit.
were not
They
white,
weren't, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind
But
of went
in
back
general,
to mass shootings.
in
Yeah,
general,
I get what you're saying.
they're
But
just gonna do
meanwhile-
the time. They're just
Yeah.
gonna do the time, pretty much.
No, but to your point, like there has to be some type of parental.
Accountability.
I want to think.
Hell yeah.
I want to think they
Something
saw
like that.
something too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They definitely because even Dahmer, they showed in
Yeah.
that it's like
He was killing the family pets, wasn't he?
yeah, and like disemboweling them.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you as a parent know when your child is liable to do some of this wild shit.
Hey,
Like,
look, he kills one family pet. We probably need to go to therapy.
right, or figure it out. And it's like if this is how you're gonna be designed, we need to get you. You're gonna be a Marine.
Yeah, but even if
You
you,
know what I'm
don't
saying?
know, but even if you don't know,
That might
and
be
it was a
bad,
surprise to you,
But if you want to lean into it,
It might want to leave.
well, that's true. At least you give them an outlet.
Put them in a battlefield.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No,
Like,
yeah,
you
so
know?
I'm saying like even if you had no idea that your child would even do such a thing, like you didn't even see it coming, I'm still saying that, well, you did bring this child into the world.
Right, you're still responsible
And
for
that-
him.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like even if you don't see it coming, there should be some type of responsibility or.
And I wonder how many of them even like. I wonder how many of them really got caught by surprise, like genuinely. Like how many of them do you? How many people?
It's a
I would
nature
think
over
depressed.
nurture
Yeah,
thing,
yeah. I would
think.
think
Or
depressed
nurture.
people, like severely depressed people, like. I mean, well, depression is easy to hide too.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like I've had depression when I was a teen, and
Shit,
my mom would have never known. Like,
And shit,
like
half the comedians are
teenagers.
depressed people.
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially
a
when you
lot
have
of people
teenagers, I
who
guess.
commit suicide, like people didn't see it coming because they looked like they were happy. You know,
They're
Yeah.
faking it.
So so that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's like some shit that you could just hide easily. So for some, like, yeah, you could tell that this boy was Sid from Toy Story. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna do some shit when he gets older. Yeah. But then there's some like, oh, he was just quiet. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. Yeah. So
That's true.
how do
That's
you-
true.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to judge how to look out for it. But to your point, I still do think that
Somebody's got to be held
At
accountable.
least
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
It's-
he had to have had moments of intense rage or something that would have given up.
I mean, but
you
like I
know?
said, like even so, even if they don't, like people can bottle that shit up easily. Like sometimes you can't see it coming.
True.
But even if you don't see it coming, I still think that you're liable.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. Oh, did you see him do this? No. But still, you still gotta. I don't know. Do some time. What do you think? Like,
You got to
I know
do.
what you mean.
You got to do something. If anything,
definitely need counseling or something.
Whatever fines and damages monetarily wise, they need to be liable for.
Yeah.
Or okay, maybe they need to they have to do what do they call community service hours or something? Maybe they need to require them to work with.
First of all, the investigation
families.
needs to be open. So an investigation definitely needs to be open first. I guess I don't know, because what do you do if you even think your child might be a serial killer one day?
You're devastated
That's
too.
Do we have to like open camps for those kids to go to or something?
It's like a lot of these parents, I figure, are probably scared of their kids and don't even know how to operate, which is weird.
Yeah, because what do you do for them?
Yeah, you're like, oh,
It's like, I don't want to turn them in. I want to love. I want to try to nurture them, change them. But like, what do you do?
And I feel like mental health. I feel like there's so many people. I feel like so many professionals are just experimenting with niggas with mental health.
Facts.
They don't even know how to fix them for real.
That's a
they
fact.
just know how to keep them sedated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and we're just talking about mental health, but remember, there are sometimes environmental influences
Yeah,
that
true.
can make somebody go mad. You know, like
That's true.
maybe I'm not attractive enough, as
Yeah.
society says. Maybe I'm not, you know,
Bullied
this.
or
I'm not
whatever.
what they say a man is supposed to be. Every girl I ask turns me down. You know what? Fuck all of, you know, like,
Yeah.
and that has
That's where
nothing to do
Most
with
of it
his
stems
mental.
from.
you
Yeah,
know?
a lot of it stems from that.
Yeah, so
They
there
need-
could be
they need
environmental.
love.
I guess we
influences.
definitely need more studies on these people first.
Right.
True.
We
These
definitely
people
have
are
enough.
everyone, because that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody can birth a serial killer.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
has to. Yeah.
Like this guy who just did what he did, right, and killed
Everybody,
himself.
but everybody can do it. But it seems to be white middle class.
Yeah.
people.
No, I
know
mean,
what
I
I'm
would start
saying?
there first.
Right. Yeah.
Like the seeds might be planted in everyone as a human being, like just in general.
Because niggas will kill, but it'd be
Right.
like in the name of a gang or some shit.
You
No,
gotta-
ours is different. Like, yeah, ours is like
You got to give them the right.
We don't
our
get
child
approved
can get into a gang pretty easily.
and kill people in the name
Yeah.
of the gang.
Yeah, yeah.
But ours doesn't go into the Walmart just to shoot.
No,
at the
yeah,
Walmart.
just random. I think I've said that before too. Is like black people kill who had it coming, white people kill everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But-
So
but
like this guy, since he killed himself, do they not like study his brain? Like, do we not do things like that?
Which guy?
After the fact?
I don't even know
He
if you
probably
can do
shot himself
that.
in the
Oh,
head.
the
Can you?
mass shooting.
I don't know if technology's there yet, where you
Okay.
could like, especially if he shot himself in the head.
Yeah,
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 depending on what it is. But
Yeah,
I mean,
they have to, like,
but
piece
other,
his brain
other
back
people that
together.
do that stuff, are they still able to do that? Do they try to do stuff like,
Like
that? I don't
map
know.
it.
I don't know, because I know they go and confiscate all your shit pretty much. So the most we ever hear from these mass shooters is manifestos they probably
Yeah.
left behind,
Yeah.
their Google searches, you know,
Yeah.
like shit that they were just like doing. But in terms of like interviews, we rarely get interviews from these people,
Right.
Unless they're like crazy enough to where they're like, I'll get arrested. Okay,
That's true.
I'm finally caught. You know, like some Dahmer shit.
Yeah. Oh, and we didn't even mention how fame can sometimes draw out somebody to be a mass
Oh,
shooter.
because
they were
we
saying
glorify them
some
shits.
Some people have said that some people they've caught had said like they did it because they wanted to get infamous, like people like
Yes.
Dahmer and all
Right.
that stuff. So then there's that aspect as well, where
Yeah,
fame
America
can turn
glorified.
somebody into.
And I think that's
America
why they stopped
glorified.
showing their faces so much on the news. They don't show them as much as they used to. They used to really do a whole profile on them, and now they don't do that as much.
Yeah.
Well,
They just let
maybe
you
not
be-
with new ones.
be
Yeah,
a name.
but Dahmer is gonna. There's gonna be another movie and
Oh,
another
yeah.
book, another show. You know, like he's gonna.
Yeah.
You know, he's like Elvis. It's
Almost literally, yeah. He's one of the most famous people for one of the worst things you could possibly do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, plus traditional serial killers, those are dead stock, buddy. There's like you can't be a serial killer anymore. It's too much.
Oh, yeah,
too
It's
much,
a
like,
lot. It's way harder.
The
It's
age
way
of the
harder.
internet.
DNA,
Yeah, it's hard.
internet.
That's true.
There's closed circuit cameras everywhere.
That's true.
Like it's
And
just
it's still not even as bad. Like
Ring
London,
doorbell
like
cameras.
the UK has been
Way
on top
worse.
of having cameras
Yeah.
everywhere for a long time.
Yeah,
like, but we're definitely catching up at a rapid pace.
Yeah, we are.
Especially once Ring cameras became a thing.
Right.
Like once Ring cameras became a thing, now we almost have cameras everywhere because there'll be a car accident and they'll use their neighbor's Ring camera footage. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right, yeah. Right.
it's
Ring
like
camera audio matches up with footage from somewhere else.
exactly,
Like, all
yeah.
that
So
shit.
it's like the Ring camera for us, I feel like, is what really started connecting shit up.
hell yeah.
Yeah, because
So
of-
many people were like alerted to their neighbor's suspicious activity just from their Ring doorbell.
Just from their Ring doorbell, like, yeah, for sure.
Then you also have like just cameras that they are putting up in just random highways and just shit that's like being able to capture and track your route.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Track where you started, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you really got to be tapped in to know. It's hard to get away with. It's hard to get away with all crimes.
It's hard to get away with
You have to
anything,
really
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. You'd have to really be.
Especially like violent crimes in person. It's a
Right.
lot easier to get away with digital crimes.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
that's
you
the
know,
new age.
that's
To a certain
easier.
extent, yeah.
Like that's a
Right.
lot easier to get around. But like you doing the crime yourself in person.
Forget about it.
Like robbing a bank is stupid at this
Oh, yeah,
point.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you might as well just learn credit card scam.
Right,
Or
right.
credit card fraud. Like
right.
It's all
there's-
just numbers anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Not
So
an
it's-
endorsement, but
Right, but it's like, why would you go in there with a gun and
Yeah.
No,
hold
no.
people up when you could just sit at home
And they're just gonna give you the bag with
and
they're just gonna
learn
give you the,
learn how to do the black
big
market
bag.
thing? You know what I'm
That's a fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it is hard to have like a Zodiac today. A
You
Zodiac.
can't. Yeah, I feel
killer
like you just
today.
can't. It's like
Yeah.
you. I mean,
'Cause
I,
that went on. I don't think they even found out who he was.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I watched the movie as well.
no, I don't think they did. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think they did.
I watched the movie as well, and the movie like it's 3 hours, but it was like the ending is sort of like it could be this store owner or it could not be.
Okay.
Until this
It was
day,
still-
people he was like the highest suspect. Everybody was like the cops were like onto this guy of possibly being him, but he died like of natural causes,
Gotcha.
like a heart attack or something.
That's how it is
So-
too.
Took it to the grave.
Yeah, so there's like this guy, this one guy. It could have been him, but we'll never know. You know?
True, true.
But like I said, that can happen today.
Right. Let's see.
Take a piss.
Okay. The guy that played Shaft, the original,
Yeah.
Richard Roundtree, you know he passed away?
Really?
Yup. The original Shaft, man.
I just keep seeing everywhere. Everybody's talking about.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah, it is. The guy from Friends died.
How much time are we at?
Keep seeing that.
135, but not really. 125.
I might wrap this shit up early, man.
We can run at least one more though, because I still got to take pics.
Oh, okay,
I was about to
okay.
get up when Shane got back.
Yeah, straight. Let's see. Bill Gates' daughter, Chloe Gates, Phoebe. I hate the way Phoebe is spelled.
Is that a P one?
Yeah, Phoebe.
Yeah.
And her impressive boyfriend, Richard Ross, at tech entrepreneur, a fellow, have broken up. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that was a headline.
Yeah, I was about to say what. People are talking about that.
Is,
Yeah.
is that the black kid?
I don't know. Oh yeah. It is.
That's
yeah.
the black kid?
It is. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, brother, he couldn't stick in there, huh?
It's not.
She might have broke up with him, though.
Boy, I'll tell you, you do a lot of work to hang that. Keep that one, boy. Keep her. Robert Ross.
Damn, I can't
Yeah,
think
it's
straight.
him. It's him.
What is this? Was he famous or something for that? What is
For
he?
dating her, probably.
Famous for piping out Bill Gates' daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, did y'all hear Britney Spears exposed Justin Timberlake saying he had a black scent back in the day? He was talking about
I
NSYNC.
listened to it. I
Oh.
listened to it.
That shit
Nigga,
was
that
funny.
shit was crazy.
That shit was funny.
I was like, what? I saw it. Was it Brave Idiots? I listened to it.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is up with Britney, bro? Like legit, bro.
That
They gotta
shit was
take.
funny,
They gotta
bro.
take the internet from her.
Yeah, Britney can't handle
That
it.
shit
I
was
agree.
funny,
I think that's
bro.
what it is. The internet's just a little too much for Britney.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like sensory overload. Like,
It's because she was like locked in this confined little thing for a little while,
Oh,
served all
yeah,
that shit, and now
true.
she back out into this crazy world, I guess.
she's so weird, bro. Like, what the fuck?
She's like, is this what y'all want?
Is this what happens when you take control or like power from a person for that long and then give it back to them?
That's when you pretty much hide the world from them.
guess.
You hide the world
Like
from them, yeah.
you shelter the world from. It was essentially like she was in jail.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Like she was essentially in solitary confinement,
yeah,
but not in actual jail.
Right.
And then getting out, but she was also. It also feels like she's been locked into like a certain like age in her brain too.
Right. Well, because she had to
Like
be a
it's-
certain person. She had to be have a persona, you know. For
Yeah,
so
like it's
long,
more
and-
than just she's fucking weird. It's like she's 16 still
right.
or 18. Talking about Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
But just like
Yeah.
it's just like what the
and
fuck?
Justin.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck? It's just like she's so weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
I mean, I did hear like a breakdown of what he said and all that stuff, but it's just like he was a what, you know, like what they were saying, like he was trying to like he had a black
He
scent.
had a
or
black
something?
scent.
Yeah.
he had a
Yeah,
black
yeah,
scent.
and something about genuine.
yeah, yo, genuine. Something.
It
okay.
was something funny. Like,
Yeah, it was
so-
funny, especially hearing her do it.
Right.
It was even funnier. Like,
Yeah,
Having
so-
a black scent was just kind of a thing that people did in the early 2000s. That white people did.
she is so fucking
like
weird.
like if you're gonna attack him, you might as well attack like every.
That's what I'm saying.
like,
Yeah.
Okay,
in
did
the
y'all have you ever
2000s.
heard Kevin Federline?
Kevin-
Have you ever heard him do an
Federline.
interview?
That's her baby daddy, right?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black scent.
Yeah, and he definitely had like that type of like you
Very
could tell.
hood tendencies.
Yeah,
He had babies with a black woman though.
He did. I
So-
think he had babies with a bunch of women though. He got around.
Different ages.
Homie was
That
getting
nigga
in.
used his dick wisely.
Yeah.
What? He was just dancing at first too.
He was, bruh.
Yeah,
He went from dancing to
That's a come up.
yeah.
because even the chick, even the black chick that he was dating was famous in some way. She wasn't just like regular
Yeah,
chick.
no. You're
She
right.
was
He
famous
only
for
dating-
something. I can't remember what it was, but she was famous for something.
Where's she from? Yeah, you're right though.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was. Yo, he had the ticket, man.
He did, bro.
He didn't even have to say much. Most people don't even know what he sounds like. Like that's why. But hey, more power to him. But Britney though, I think that Britney is finally in control of her own social media account, of her own life, and this is what she wants to do with it.
Instagram needs to take her fucking shit.
No, it is kind of funny, like how, like, okay, so all the stuff that he did to her and all that, and I understand that, but now it's like, oh yeah, let me get these black people mad at you,
Right.
yeah, by saying,
Yeah, it's like maybe
you're-
this is her attempt at trying to.
Y'all love him so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something that really make you hate him.
yeah.
I feel like ever since that
He's like, yo, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what he said to me once.
ever since that Super Bowl performance where he was like a wilderness man.
Yeah.
okay,
It was like that conservative ass
Yeah.
performance.
Went back to his
The
roots.
last album was
his
kind of country
roots.
adjacent.
Yeah, niggas was like, what the fuck? Who are
Yeah.
you? So I don't think
Yeah.
black people ever like said fuck Justin Timberlake, but we definitely naturally progressed away.
Yeah, definitely. That raised an eyebrow for sure.
It definitely raised
In
eyebrows.
terms of his modern stuff, like yeah,
Modern wise,
yeah,
yeah.
his stuff. I mean, his older stuff is just classic.
It's still
but-
classic, yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
But in terms of like him now, it's kind of like, and even though, even like, you know, he's starting to age now. You know,
He's
starting
older.
to look his age and
Right.
stuff like that. I think like he's naturally kind of just going out of it. You know.
Yeah.
I think
You
at
can
this
only-
point, Usher is above. I mean, well, you know, remember there was at one point it was like he was like the white Usher.
yeah, there was.
In a way, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
they were happening at the same time, basically.
And then Robin Thicke came out and watered
Oh,
down
yeah.
his
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
persona because he was basically the same thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I remember like Robin Thicke in an interview because, you know, everybody was always comparing him to Justin.
But he was always kind of older. Like when he really popped
Yeah.
off, he was already older.
I
than
think he was a
Justin.
little
Robin
older.
Thicke.
Yeah. he was
Robin
a little-
Thicke.
Yeah, Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little
Yeah.
older because, like, maybe he was in his 20s when Justin was a teen, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He
So
definitely
he
had
probably
some
got like
years
10
on.
years on him or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, but I just
But it was like
remember-
the grown version of Justin though.
Yeah.
That's how.
Oh,
That's how
yeah.
it felt like the grown and sexy version of Justin.
I think like because in the interview somebody was saying like they said something along the lines just comparing him to Justin, and he said something like, "Yeah, well, I mean, people have been comparing me to Marvin Gaye, so nobody's really been saying that about him."
This
so.
nigga ain't shit.
Yeah,
Damn,
but
that's
I
crazy.
always
Damn.
thought it was funny. And when you listen to Robin Thicke, it definitely was just like it was just Marvin Gaye. Like
Right.
even the way he did falsetto and like
Yeah.
it was exactly the same way. But it's just funny that these two white boys are trying to like having a fight of like who's blacker.
Right.
They're jockeying for our attention.
Yeah,
for
it's
our,
like
for our
hey, I
affection.
get compared to Marvin
And
Gaye.
niggas are doing
What
it.
black artist do you get compared to? Nobody.
Right.
Yeah, that is a weird niche to try and like fight somebody to fill.
Yeah, feel like another race.
We really do only leave so much room for that. So
Right.
because Justin Bieber took up a chunk of it for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Only kind of though, because he made kind of kid music. But
in the beginning.
yeah, only room for one. Eminem soaked up a whole bunch of it for a while.
Oh,
Well,
God.
yeah. Well, Eminem was like
The older I get, the less I give a fuck about Eminem's
I
music.
know.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy. Yep.
Right.
Like
I
you
couldn't
mean
agree
today?
more.
Like his music today?
Oh,
Or
modern.
what do you-
Yeah, forget about
or,
it.
Yeah,
or just in general.
Just in general, like
Yeah.
he only has like one or two LPs that I'm like, that's when he was that nigga.
Well, but that's true. That's when he was. His first two albums really.
That was about
Well,
it.
and the first, I guess the third. I didn't really like much of the singles.
I was
off
about to
the
say, I don't
third
know.
one.
I don't know the albums chronologically, like in order.
Yeah,
chronologically,
I just remember the
whatever,
first
I do.
two was when I was like, damn, this is crazy.
I know the
Yeah,
first two
yeah,
are
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first two are
Marshall
like the,
Mathers
yeah.
LP is great. That's the
Marshall LP, and then the Slim
Marshall
Shady LP.
Slim
I think
Shady
Slim
LP.
was first, and then Marshall was second with my favorite M song, "The Way I Am,"
Yeah.
and then
because that had Stan, Where I Am, all that.
I didn't like much of the singles off the third one, which was the Without Me. He said it looks like a job for me. The way he was dressed
Yeah.
like Robin and stuff like that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I enjoy that song. Is just nostalgic for me because that was my
Yeah.
senior year of high school.
Right.
But But I didn't like the other singles off of that album in particular. So to me, musically, he was already starting to
Decline
fall off
early.
around like 2002.
Yeah,
really-
early.
Yeah.
I really didn't like anything that was like funny that he did. Anything, any of it's like little, like
Well,
that
he was like the first
one,
edgelord.
Purple gold.
His funny
pills.
shit was it wasn't that.
So bad, man. It was so
'Cause
bad.
he
The
wasn't
one where he
funny.
was Batman, or the one where the video he was Batman and Robin the whole time with Dr.
Yeah, that's the one. It looks like that.
Yeah. Oh, that was that.
Yeah. So everybody, he's in the Batmobile. And shit.
Terrible, man.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Except for the first one. The first single was kind of like funny,
Hi,
kind of,
kid.
but that
Oh.
was really good. Yeah.
Hi,
my name is
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Yeah, that
one-
was
that's
his
like,
intro.
That was
too.
crazy.
Yeah, that one was great. Like lyrically, when I remember I first heard that as a kid, I was like looking around for my parents to see if they were listening.
Yo,
to
dead
shit.
ass, bro. Because he was saying some wild shit, bro.
He was dissing like all the pop stars. He was dissing like Marilyn Manson. He was dissing like everybody. Like, but to me, he was like kind of like the first rap edgelord.
Yeah,
You know?
he
Like,
took it a little too far though.
Yeah, because it's like he's being controversial for controversial sake.
Speaking of Britney, he
Yeah.
took the Britney thing way too far.
He took the-
because he remember he had the whole thing with Britney Spears. And
You're talking about Eminem, right?
Yeah, Eminem. He kept talking shit about Britney Spears. He took it so far as like he went to an award show and he like said something about her on the stage. So I can't remember what it was. And he like embarrassed the shit out of her. But he took it way too
I know
far.
in the Slim Shady song he was
leaned
saying
into it.
like, why? So you could just lie to get me here? So you can sit me here next to Britney Spears?
That's what it is.
Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs so I could sit next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst and hear them argue about who she gave head to first.
Damn.
And that's what it was. He said
Yeah.
that he slept with Britney Spears like on stage
Yeah.
at one of the awards, like a VMAs or something.
And then he said about Christina Aguilera in the song, "Little
Right.
bitch put me on blast on MTV." Yes, he's cute, but I think he's married to Kim. I should get an MP3 and show the whole world. He basically was just like, he used to be so easily triggered.
Yeah.
Like if you said anything about him, he put you in a song.
yeah,
But this is the thing. But thing about him though, I've watched these videos where they're like, should we regard him as one of the greatest rappers like that? Because he would only come at pop stars. He never really came
Straight
at
up.
rappers.
No, yeah. He never came at anybody black.
Yeah.
He was always going towards Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. Like he was always
Yeah.
going towards like people who were white.
Yeah.
But greatest of all time. What do you mean? What's that have to do with just like dissing people? Do you mean lyrically or what?
Like lyrically, like
No, lyrically, I would say he's up there because, first of all, his biggest influence, I think he said, was Big Pun. And I never was into Big Pun like that. So, but I just, whenever like I'm into somebody, I like to see what their influences were.
Right,
to see
right.
if there's similarities. And there's always similarities.
Always.
Everybody's biting from everybody.
Right, right.
But Big Pun in particular, what I saw with him and Eminem, what they have in common is just the way they rhyme words back to back, and they know how to rhyme words that don't even rhyme with any other words. They can
Yeah.
always find a way,
by using two words instead of one word or whatever you got to do. I
yeah.
understand.
Like I remember watching a video that was saying like all the times that Eminem rhymed orange with words that don't even match.
right.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So lyrically, like he's up there, but I still don't go on those camps of like he's the greatest rapper of all time, because I just think that's a smack in the face to just black culture.
Right, right.
Like saying like is the same shit like saying Elvis is the king of rock and roll when we created that shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
well,
what it
we
comes
know.
off to
Yeah,
me.
true,
I don't
true.
like that shit. Drake, I get half of that feeling since he's half black.
Right.
I get when
He gets
people are like,
50%.
he's the king of.
I cut that nigga in half.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, even nationality-wise as well, because he's not even American. At least Eminem is American.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a whole fact.
So it's like even the furthest away from African American you can get by calling Drake the greatest rapper of all time. I'm just like,
Canadian
damn man,
ass.
can't we win at anything? How
Yeah.
come we can never win our own games? God damn.
Right. But shit, man.
But yeah.
Let's get up out of here. I'm fucking burning the shit up.
Yeah, I'm trying to control the sweating.
It's hot today. Like, I went out there to take a piss and I'm like, damn, it feels like summer out there.
Yeah.
Bro, that's how it was yesterday too. I'm like, it's fucking hot right now. Like,
But then 2 days before that, it was like
we had the heat on
winter.
and shit. Yeah,
North
bro.
Carolina weather is
And
so
next week
crazy.
it's gonna be in the
fall.
30s.
Yeah, it's fall. It's about to break.
For real?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it always does.
next week is gonna be in the 30s. So
Jesus Christ.
It's about
Yes.
to be breaking time. It's hoodie season, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for hoodie season.
Yes, that's mine.
for
Yeah,
real.
that's my season.
But shit, man, y'all.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week. Like, comment,
Yeah.
share, subscribe, everything to 3O Podcast. We'll holler at y'all next week.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.